Alright.
Alright, guys. So, well, it was 2 weeks ago, I think, but last time on the Summoner's Legacy, you guys rescued a bunch of the prisoners here at the Elven Ruins, which, let's see, so there was several cartloads of them. Killed a bunch of Drow warriors. You're still exploring down here. You also found this elf maiden, Kylantha Rosis, who explained that she's was in charge of protecting this ancient elven shrine. She is a Selûnite of some type, and she is taking you somewhere right now. She knows of a secret passage to a hidden room, and she kind of showed you the way to it. And you're about to step inside the room and see what's on the other side. That's where we'll start.
Didn't we hear the wizard in there, start swearing when the door opened?
You heard some voices on the other side, that's for sure. Who are now kind of rushing towards the entryway. So we're actually going to begin initiative right here because they see you as a threat. They scream out, "We have intruders!" And we will begin combat here. So just give me 1 second. Alright. Is everybody at full health? What was everybody at?
Oh, we did a long rest before we came in here.
That's what I thought. Okay. And Julian, you want to roll your initiative?
Yeah, I got an 11, and Arcanius got a nat 20.
Arcanius and that's okay. I'm actually higher for both of you guys, so.
Alright, with that.
Alright, so Arcanius is going first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we gotta get some battle music already. We'll just keep it on this. So, Malik had a 1 for initiative.
That's not unusual.
Yeah. Even though you're right at the front. It's kind of funny. Alright, Arcanius goes first, but oh wait, I gotta send this to you guys. Battle order. So you see who's who.
I don't know what that says.
Alright. Yeah, with the Drow wizard walking into sight, Arcanius will raise his hand and shout in his fiendish voice, "Curse you, evildoer! I hex you!" And starts blasting away with his Eldritch Blast.
Is he casting hex on the main guy?
The wizard. Yeah.
What kind of hex?
His dex.
Okay. Alright, so we got that on there. Make your attack.
Oh, fuck. Okay, let's see.
Do you know what you're doing with that thing?
We have.
Do you know how powerful it is?
Yeah, not when I'm rolling. We have a 15 and a 12 to hit.
They are both misses.
Yeah, so all the power goes into the fancy desk and the wall.
Yeah, everything in the room just goes crack, smash. He says, "You think you can attack me? You're dead!"
Yeah, and Arcanius will smirk and step out of line of sight.
I sent music, Jake. You want battle music?
Oh, I was just wondering. Okay, I'll just leave it at what we're at.
I'll send battle music, I suppose.
Because you said we would have to change the music already because we're going into
I
battle.
did, and then I was like, we'll just keep it on this, but that's fine. Let's just play it from. I sent another one.
Okay.
Alright, so who's next? Fayrith. You're next.
Okay, sorry, give me just a second.
I don't even see where you're at. You're all the way over there.
Okay, sorry, my daughter was here, I was taking care of something, but
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna cast Ice Knife at the guy that I can see there.
Oh, you can't see anyone from. Oh, did you move? Okay.
Yeah, I moved over so I could see, and then it's not a labeled token, so I'm not sure which one of them it is, but it's the one to the right of the main guy, and he
Alright.
should be. I think he's.
Call him Drow Warrior 1.
Looks like he's within 5 feet.
He's in 5 feet of the main guy up in front of him. Definitely. Is that a save? Ice Knife? I think so.
No, it's a hit, and if I hit him, he takes 1d10, and then him and anybody within 5 feet gets a dex save for an additional 2d6.
Okay.
So I gotta roll the hit.
Yeah, go ahead.
.22 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Nice.
So I gotta save, basically.
Well, the Drow Warrior 1 takes 8 points of damage.
Alright, hang on a second. Eight ice damage to him. He failed his dex save.
Okay, so then I'm gonna, yeah, I was gonna say, the DC's 15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I figured it was pretty high. You
Yeah, I
roll
rolled
secondary
shit.
damage.
Yeah, so for the failed save for him, he takes an additional 4 points of damage. And then the main guy also needs to make a dex save.
He failed too. Go ahead. They both failed.
The main guy takes 6.
Okay. Alright. Just keep hucking them in. Eventually they'll die.
Yeah.
It's good if there's a lot of little minute, like real small, weak enemies.
Well, and usually I can't use that because the splash damage will hit our party members, so I figured I'll
True.
throw that in right now while I can.
Yeah. Alright. End of turn.
Yes, that'll be it for me.
Okay. So Drow Warrior 1 fires at he's gonna fire at Florence, so he's got a hand crossbow. I think hand crossbows even have the loading feature, but he crit. So that's a 1d6 normally for damage. So d6, and she's got to make a. Who's playing as her? She takes 10 damage, Florence, and she's going to make a saving throw against poison. Anyone playing Florence and Rex, because when David leaves, both of them become up for grabs.
Should we just eat the big one?
probably be best to split them up between you guys. I mean, you're already playing Arkham Refuse, right, Dave?
Yep.
So the
I'll
other
take
two
Rex.
players. Alright, so
Alright,
looks
where's
like,
David?
looks like you got Florence. I'm getting it for you. It's in the thing, so. Basically, she heals, you know,
Yeah, and body
Yeah, we'll see how I do.
and inspiration would be good, yeah. Why is nothing working on my freaking computer?
David will be back though, right? He was
I-
on before.
He didn't necessarily say. He just said he had to go help his mom or something. Well, anyway, she's got to make a save, so go ahead and make a save. Constitution. Constitution is something like a plus something or other. Plus nothing. So just make a straight up Constitution save.
Oh, that's a fail. I rolled a 5.
Mm-hmm. I think on a 5, she is going to fall asleep. Believe it or not. Let me double check.
Oh crap! Yeah.
I think it's like a secondary effect. So she's poisoned, and then I think she has to do something
Yeah, if you
like
miss
that.
it, something like that. Right?
Something like that.
That's one less character to play for now.
Yeah, that's kind
Kill
of
it.
hilarious.
Just kill her off.
The
We
poison
only-
circulating through her body causes so much pain it renders her unconscious.
Yeah. Basically, she can't handle it. Her constitution's weak. And let's see. I don't have any of my other stuff up. My player's handbook. There it is. It's under conditions. You know what? I think it's just under the Drow description.
Yes,
anyone-
attack.
Does anyone remember? Because I know they get those poison arrows. I just
Well,
can't remember.
if we're talking about the typical drow poison, then I don't know what's different in 5th edition, but in prior editions it did put people asleep.
Yeah,
it does in this
still
one.
does.
There's a specific, I think it's if it's 5 or lower or below a 5. I can't remember if it's on a 5 or lower, or anything below a 5 on a con save.
It shouldn't matter in this case. I'm bringing up the monster manual to check,
Yeah.
but we can be pretty sure this works.
Yep. Let me just do it on D&D Beyond. Watch it not be in there. I hate this website. It's not done yet, so it's like fucking useless to me half the time. I get a 403 error when I go to it. Jesus Christ. Content coming soon. Good luck.
Well, they have drow in the monster manual on there. Hold on, let me see what it says.
I'm going to the It's in there, but it's everything. All
Oh.
the links are broken.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, they have drow elite warrior,
That's probably mine.
and it doesn't have any kind of description. It just has stats.
Right. It's got like hardly anything in there, right?
Yeah.
My fucking computer is so slow. It's gonna crash or something.
Those PDFs.
Ah, here
are
we go.
beautiful.
Here we go. Under elf drow, the CR is a quarter. It says on The successful hit target must succeed a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the target is also unconscious while poisoned in this way. The target wakes up if they take damage, or if another creature takes an action to shake it awake. So it's not if you roll 5 or below. It's if you fail by 5. So if the save was 15, if I roll a 10 or less, she's asleep.
Right. So she's asleep anyway, because I think the DC is at least 12 or something like that.
Okay.
Unconscious. So yeah. So you just see Florence hit the floor. Like that. Like, get off, woman! Alright, and then he stays back behind there and doesn't move up. And now it's Julian's turn.
Alright, yeah, sword and shield in hand. I come storming into the room.
I'm gonna add Kylantha in there as well. I'll play as her. She should go next, actually. You want me to roll for her first, Dave? She rolled initiative and she jumped right ahead of you.
Yeah, go for it.
So let's see. First thing she's gonna do is step over to the entryway, sort of like what Faerith did. Stand up here. Where were you standing? Up here?
Yeah, Julian
These
was
tokens.
by the door.
So I'll put her like here. So move Julian back for 1 moment, 'cause I might do something that can kill you. Where was Julian? Right here? At the door? Alright. Sorry, we're just getting started tonight. She summons the power of an elven ritual, but instantaneously, and you see this dancing elven sword show up in front here. She can use a bonus action to toss the magic sword into the air and speak the command words. When you do that, the sword begins to hover, flies up to 30 feet, and attacks one creature of your choice within 5 feet of it. The sword uses your attack roll and ability score modifiers for damage and everything. While the sword hovers, you can use a bonus action to cause it to fly up to 30 feet to another spot within 30 feet of you. So that's more additional. But for right now, she's just going to have it attack the Drow warrior. So let me roll some dice here for her. It is a 1, so the sword critically missed, and nothing happens. So then she kind of shoot, that's the wrong person. She kind of takes a few steps back to the right, or the left here, for cover, and then Julian, now it's you.
Okay. Yeah, in all that mayhem, seeing Florence drop to the floor, I crash into the room, hissing a "curse you, coward!" Towards the wizard, using my bonus action to Hunter's Mark.
Okay. On the main guy.
The wizard, yeah. And yeah, go slashing away with my greeting blade.
Okay. I just think it's funny how Florence got knocked out right away.
He hasn't acted this turn yet, right?
No.
Probably for the best. I don't really know how to play her character anyway, and the link in the group discussion goes to a different character.
You gotta click on the side. There's a list of characters.
Look at the tabs on the side. Yeah, there's tabs. She's got Jamie Wintertouch, and then Florence is the second one down.
Oh, okay. I'll see what I can find.
You must figure it out. You are now Florence Ravengard.
And I'm asleep.
Alright, so what's Julian doing? Attacking?
Okay. Yeah, attacking for 27 to hit.
That hits him.
Okay, that's 18 points of damage for the first attack then.
Oh my god. Hey, did you ever adjust that for Scimitar 1d6 base damage?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And
Alright.
this way. Okay, another 27 to hit.
Okay. And damage roll.
And now he's wounded. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I probably slash away at him, and while he's like stepping back, come forward and strike for his neck with 29 points of damage.
Oh my god. So he just decapitated this asshole. He dies. Oh! See blood splatter across the room.
And I use my free action to give the other two a wolfish grin. Wanna run, cowards?
I forgot about that.
They move into attack.
And that's my turn.
Alright, Warrior 2 just steps up here towards you with his long sword drawn. Makes the first attack against you as it's a 10, but he's using one sword. It's a 16 to hit. It's gonna miss you, right?
Yeah, that's my shield.
So he attacks one more time. And the shield blocks it again easily. That's it for him. Now Florence is asleep. Does it say anything about saving throws for the poison?
I think it was until damage or shaken away.
Someone like kicks her or something. Alright, so
Yeah.
Florence loses her turn, I guess. That guy's dead. Now it's Rex's turn.
Seeing the bolt come whizzing in and hit Florence, Rex just bolts into the room after Drow 1. And he is going to do... he's going to attack. He only gets one attack. Or
He
no,
gets two
melee.
now. He's 5th
Yep.
level. Yeah.
Alright, so for the first attack,
No combat advantage against that one now.
first attack is a 19
That hits.
hits, so he's gonna use his superiority die
Okay.
and do a distracting strike. That's a 1d8. That's a 4, and his bite is a 2d4.
What's the total damage?
I'm totaling it up right now, so 8, 11 damage.
Alright. And he's distracted?
Yep.
Oh wait, I gotta save, right?
Let me scroll back down.
Do you know what that attack does?
Distract gives friend advantage. That's all it says in a sheet.
That's the short answer. You gotta look up the
maneuver,
long answer.
DC 14.
He failed.
Cool. And that'll be... he gets one more attack. And then, well, that one is only a 13. Does a 13 hit?
It's a miss.
Okay, and that is Rex's turn. And now it is Malik's turn. Great sword in hand, Malik comes charging through the doorway. Right up to Drow number 1.
And you have advantage.
And he has advantage. For my bonus action, I am going to Hunter's Mark him. And then I'm going to go for the attack.
Alright.
Is it both attacks or just the first attack with advantage?
It's anything, I think.
Okay.
Double check. It might be the first one.
I'll just error.
I'll look it up. Just make the first one.
Alright, first one's a 24 or 26 to hit.
Alright.
So that's definitely a hit.
That's a hit, yeah. So, Distracting Strike. When you hit a creature with the weapon, you can expend a superiority die to distract the creature, giving your allies an opening. You add the superiority die to attack's damage roll. The next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you has advantage if the attack is made before the start of your next turn. So it's just the next attack roll, so only the first attack gets it.
Okay. So
How much damage?
that is going to be, say, 1d6, so 6, 9, 12, 17 damage with the first attack.
Wow, what did you hit him with?
My greatsword.
Oh, okay.
Of
Alright,
Hunter's
17.
Mark.
Alright. And he's Hunter's marked, right?
Yeah. And the second attack is another 26. So that's a hit.
Yeah.
And let's roll for damage. Ooh, I got a 1 and a 2. Got a reroll. That's a little better. So that is 10, 15 damage for the second attack.
That's enough to kill him. He's down.
And that is using my free action, I grin over at Drow number 2. And that is the end of my turn.
Alright. And now it's Arcanius' turn again, so round 2.
Alright. Yeah. Stepping over Florence, he complains, "This is no time to sleep, woman." Goes into the room, switches his fiendish hex toward the Drow warrior in front of Hulin. And let's go another 2 blasts. Let's see. That's an 18 and a 15.
They both... No, the 18 hits.
Cool. Okay, that's 10 points of force damage. Oh, and he's heck. 12 points.
12. What did you hit him with first? 10?
That's
he's
10
hexed,
force,
so that's
2
extra.
necrotic.
How much is it total for the whole round?
12.
But first you hit him for 10, right? And then you added 2.
No, I only hit him once. And then the hex is for +2.
That's all I need to know. Because I already added the 10, I think. I was just going to remember what number it was. Alright, that's his turn.
attack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's his turn.
Alright, Ferris again. Fairith.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna...
Why don't you rush up and hit him with your sword? That's fun.
Because you know how bad I roll.
Don't blame yourself.
Blame the dice. Rule number 1.
Oh, I'm not blaming the dice. I'm just saying that I roll shitty.
charged and killed everybody.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast that firebolt at him.
That works. Attack roll and then it's 2d10. Fire damage.
Oh yeah, I missed. I rolled a 2.
That sucks. Alright, well I guess you can blame yourself that time. So, end of turn.
Yeah, that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Kylanthia walks into the room too. First thing she does is face the drow and cast the same spell you just did, a firebolt. And she rolled a 17. I don't even have to look at her thing to know that hits. So she's going to roll 2d10. And that is 10 damage against the warrior, fire damage. And then she commands the sword with her bonus action to attack, I think. And she does need to use her full action again. Use a bonus action to cause it to fly 30 feet to another spot. As part of the same bonus action, you can cause the sword to attack another creature. Okay, perfect. So it flies over here and attacks. That's a 17. Okay. I'm gonna give it a 1d6 for damage. Okay, that's 5. I don't know how much damage to add to it though. We'll just give it a +1, so that's 6. So she did 16 damage overall. Alright, he's still alive, so Julian's next.
Alright. With a bolt of fire in his face and the holy weapon weaving through his defenses, I circle around the sucker.
He faces you, I guess.
And as he's turning, 2 swift strikes. So he's turning toward me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a 21 and 19 plus 9, that's a 28. To
That
hit.
hits, yeah. It's a hit.
Cool. First hit.
There was no
Okay,
like
17.
little things that.
How much damage?
17 points for first.
Is he Hunter's mark too?
27 for second.
Alright, he's dead.
Sweet.
Alright, he slayed all of them. Lying on the ground dead now. Okay, so
Well-
now you're here in this room, hanging out. Just doing whatever you want. It's your room now. You own it.
Yeah, Arcanius is probably immediately drawn toward that red crystal on the desk.
Oh, did I put that there? I don't remember that.
Is it anything like the others we've seen before?
It's possibly something significant, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You can
before
make
anyone-
a check to see what it might be.
Yeah. Before anyone can stop him, he's like all over it and has his jeweler's tools out. Probably sitting in that chair there, just leaning back, holding up the thing and examining it.
So he's sitting in the
Arcane
chair.
properties. Yeah.
Look at this, guys! I found something.
Well, if this is not something special. Yeah, that should work out. 24 Arcana.
It's definitely similar to the crystals that were found outside during the focusing rituals where they empower the crystals. It's very similar to that. It's just a little bit smaller version of it, but same deal. He's like, look, this is the same kind of quartz that was, used before. This blood red quartz.
Worthless in the hands of most, but a skilled craftsman could do wonders with this stone. I better keep it for now.
Yeah. Should we let him know he's got that?
So if no one speaks up, he'll pocket it.
I want to search the wizard.
What wizard?
I thought you said that the main guy was a wizard.
I never said that. He is armored. He's in sort of heavy armor.
Oh.
Yeah, so he has several swords on him.
Oh, I thought you said that when
Julian assumed he was.
Oh, okay. That must have been what it was then. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't correct you guys if you do that, so.
Well, I'm there, so I'm going to search him.
Searching him? Okay. You see his armor and his drow clothing and cloak and everything would fit you quite nicely. That's the first thing that goes through your mind. You're like, maybe I should. But the swords are rather nice looking. He's got two drow type scimitars on him. They're very ornate.
Well, we'll add that stuff to party loot. What is he? Is he carrying anything as far as money, jewelry, anything else of value?
You search around his belt. He's got a key chain there.
Okay, well, we'll take that.
Okay. So, Jake, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 10. But I was going to make an active perception check at this door when I got over to it and everybody else was done.
Okay. Go ahead.
Alright. So... fingers crossed, something good. That's going to be... 3. Oh, wait a second. That's 13, not 3. They need to fix these dice.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear much by the door.
Well, do I see any shadows flickering underneath the door? Any light under the door or anything like that?
There's some light. That's about it.
Okay.
You see some shadows, but they're fairly steady. It's your instincts probably. It's probably like
something static.
Something static, and just the light kind of flickering. Maybe it's from candlelight a little bit. It's like a warm yellow light.
Looking over to Faerith, I motion for him and point at the door.
Okay, I will go listen at the door and see if I can peer through a keyhole or anything.
What are you doing exactly?
I'm gonna see if there's a keyhole I can look through, and I'm gonna listen at the door as well.
Make a check then. For that.
And that would be perception or investigation? Probably perception, right?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. You can make both I mean, like, the investigation is going to tell you how a door handle and keyhole work, which you know already.
No. I
Perception.
mean, just to see if I can tell, or see if I can see through the keyhole to see if there's somebody on the other side.
Perception.
Yeah. Okay, so then that's just a 9.
You don't see anything out of place either.
I shrug my shoulders and I walk back over to the book on the book stand there that's open to see what that is.
You're doing what now? What now? Oh, the book stand. Yeah. It looks to be like a book. It's an open book. Do you want to read it?
Well, I'm going to look at it and see what it is.
It's a ritual book. It's similar to some of the ritual books used here by the other ones that you encountered out in the courtyard. But there's something stuffed in the back side of it. You flip through the pages, and there's a note in there. Okay. It says, Vivania, take all caution. Have the scouts patrol the lands. We understand that there is a group of adventurers lurking in the near vicinity, pursuing the leads they found in Grum's lair. Do not let them enter the ruins, or else.
Okay. I'll move over to the book on the table then.
Did everybody catch the name there?
Yes, Vivania. Yeah, and there was I know we had notes from earlier about a character named V.
Kylantha walks up and says, let me see that. Pointing at you, Fairith. Do you hand it to her? Or did you read it out loud? Did you relay this information?
No, I
very specific.
Yeah, no, I took the note for now and just walked over to the end of the book. I was continuing my investigation of the room.
Well,
But
she's demanding you give it to her right now. Give that to me. It doesn't belong to you.
Excuse me?
Look, if you want to gain my trust, you have to trust me first. Let me see
And
it.
if you want something from me, you can ask.
She cast a fireball and magic missile simultaneously on you. She's pissed.
Well, there you go.
No, I'm just kidding. She just wants to see it. So you're gonna reply like that?
Well, the way she's talking to me, yeah, hell yeah, I'm replying like that.
Well, she doesn't like you, so.
Oh, that's fine. I don't have to like her either.
She spits in your face. No, I'm just kidding. She kind of grins at you like, oh, really? Well, I think I have more of a right to what goes on in my keep than you do, Drow.
Yeah, and you keep talking like that, and I'll burn this note, and you'll never know what it says.
Then you will have made an enemy of the elves, and you will pay dearly for it.
The only person making enemies here is you. As I said, you want something from me, you can ask politely.
Allow me to see the note, please.
I grin, I take the note out, and I hand it to her. Now, was that so hard? You chastise
Shouldn't
me
be
for
necessary.
being a evil drow, but you can't even show any polite courtesy to someone who's here to help you.
That remains to be seen. She kind of turns her back. It's as I feared. She's here.
Hey, I had a question. Prestidigitation, does it allow you to... Oh, no, wait, I could do that with Mage Hand.
What's that?
When she turns her back on me, cast Mage Hand and pinch her in the ass.
Let's not do that.
Alright. I'll go back to investigating the book.
She said, as I feared, she's here out loud, and she was standing
Yeah.
close enough for me to hear her.
Everybody hears this conversation.
I shoot a glance at...
She must be nearby, that fiendish woman. You, tall one, would you be so kind as to bash this door down so I can vanquish her?
Big old smile on Malek's face. He squares up at the door and says, "As you wish, my lady," and lets loose a kick on the door. Alright.
By the way, I'm helping Florence get back up to her feet.
That was a nat 20 on the kick. So, athletics, that would have been like a 27. Or strength, a 24.
What is the meaning of this? Who are you people? And then, as she's saying that, Kylanthia runs into the room and says, "Ah, I knew it! It's her! We have to capture her now! Grab her! Not if I have anything to do about it." And she, like, whips out a magic lasso and swings it at Kylanthia. And Kylanthia dodges. Gets out of the way. It's like, you'll have to do better than that, my dear.
Alright. Can I...
So, free action. Arcanius goes first, though.
Alright.
We use the attack order.
I think we can have...
And you hear Kylanthius call out one more time. Don't kill her. We need her alive.
Arcanius is probably still sitting in his chair, admiring his newfound gem, when he hears the argument and turns over to cast a spell.
What's he doing?
Okay. Oh, this is probably not as effective as he could be, but it might be fun. He just lazily turns over and
Are you gonna have him kill her?
later. For now, he just speaks to Vavania. You have heard the woman. Grovel, bitch. He casts command on her, and the command word is grovel.
What's he casting?
Command.
Command.
Okay.
So, she needs to do a wisdom saving throw, or follow the command on its next turn. If she's undead, it has no effect.
Wisdom, huh?
Yeah.
13.
DC is 16.
Yeah. So she's under the influence of Arcanius.
Yeah, and like it won't hold for long. He just wants to put her in her place.
What did he say? Grovel?
Yeah,
She's
you
like,
have heard the lady. Grovel, bitch. And then he leans back in his chair.
Alright. Faerith, you're next.
I'm examining this book.
Oh, well, your group's in combat.
I know.
You don't react at all?
Faerith isn't too thrilled with the elven bitch right now.
Well, which one are you referring to? There's two of them.
Well, I haven't met the one that Vavania or anything. Actually, to be honest, if I had Arcane Lock memorized, I would have wanted to cast that on the door and let the two of them settle it themselves.
The door's knocked right off its hinges.
Yeah, he smashed that thing. So
yeah, I'm
so
over
you're
here at the
skipping.
table. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my round flipping through the pages of this book to see what it is.
All right. So now Vivania says, "Yes, I will do as you say." She starts groveling before Kylanthi. "Please, fair maiden of the surface elves. Yes, I am your humble servant. Let me be your handmaiden. Let me be anything. Just get me out of here. I wish to repent all my sins." She's like, "Well, I suppose that could be arranged," but she kind of whips over the elven sword here and puts it up next to her and says, "You better answer my questions."
Dad, how do you...
And the cool thing is, it's just for one turn.
Well, it's one turn, but she's already kind of like doing what she says. She's got the sword up to her now, so she can't kind of willingly get away. She's got a sword at her throat. Do you hold the keys to the magic that is preventing me from seeing everything in this place? Tell me now. She's like... She looks up at her with crossed eyes. Of course I do. It is my charge to defend my kin, you fool woman. You'll have to kill me. That can be arranged, is what she replies back. However, and she kind of reaches down to the side of her. She pulls off this sort of like runic symbol that's like strapped to her side. And she's like, "I think we can manage with this." And she turns around the face of the party. See? Simple as that. Now we have the power to get rid of these drow once and for all. I still sense their presence here. Will you help me flush them out of here? I assume you are here to do such as thus. Speaking to the group as a whole.
With a smile, Malik nods and says, "Hunting drow? Wow, that sounds fun."
Julian just helped us up Florence with a... No, sleepy girl. I was getting worried about you. I'm just saying that as we come back into the room and have no idea what happened.
It was this,
And
right?
Favorite
She
ignores her
doesn't
and just
know.
keeps flipping through the book.
This one. But how do you... No, but...
So what are you also happy about? As Julian comes back in.
Hang on, guys. Alright, so what are you doing now? Sorry. Hello?
Yeah, Julian comes back into the room, not having seen the prisoner yet. She's like, so what are you also happy about? Come on, we've got work to do.
What?
Is she tied up in any way, or
No?
being...
No.
She's just under the grovel, the command spell right now.
Well, that kind of wore off, but she's got a blade to her throat, remember I said?
Okay. Well, Malik kind of pats her down, checks her for weapons.
She's got nothing else on her at the moment.
Alright, well, he takes his short little bit of rope that he's got left from his nice long piece from before that we abandoned, and ties her hands behind her back with them. And the remaining length he holds on to. Let's see, how long is it? I've got 20 feet of rope, so...
Yeah, that works. She's tied up.
So what's this other book?
Julian, or Favorite is dead set on this book. We should let him know what it is.
Which book there?
The one that was over on the table by the salad.
It's just more like the history of the elves, that kind of thing. Same kind of stuff you found in the library. It's nothing important, really. It's just history. That kind of deal.
Write it.
Then I'm gonna go over and search the desk.
More of the same. Just various notes and stuff written by hand. A lot of them written by Vivania, because they're signed V. It's just correspondence and orders and information to her subordinates and about the progress they've made. And there is a list there suggesting, you know, that they transport all this stuff to Trumont Castle soon. But
Okay. I'll keep the list for later.
Alright. So, Malik pushes that other blade that's at her throat right now away. Can he do that?
can he do what?
Can he push that floating sword that's at her throat away?
No.
No.
No, not without asking Kylantha. That's her sword. She's controlling it.
Alright.
Why would you try to push something that another mage is controlling?
It's just floating there, so I didn't know if she's actively controlling it right now, or...
She's always controlling it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is anybody else gonna do anything right now?
Yeah, like I'm taking a vegetable out of the bowl and munching away on that. Come to us.
Okay.
Oh, what have we got here?
I'll go in and search Vivania's room.
I tried.
Since when are we taking prisoners?
It's not gonna work.
She's worth more to us alive, I think. She may come in handy.
You think? She's
I
gonna slit
do.
our throat in our sleep.
Then we leave her here. I'll have the fake creature watch over her. He'll keep her company, I'm sure.
No, she's your girlfriend now. You want her to live, you take care of her.
Oh, no, my dear. I will see this to its end. I must continue on. It is my charge, after all. Leaving her tied up here for now should do. We don't require that much more time. She can't get away. It'll be fine. So let's leave her here. I do detest bloodshed. If I can avoid it, I will.
Malik shoots a glare her direction and says, I have questions for this one first.
Kylanthe says, there's no time. We must go.
Yeah, Malak, even in the bedroom, you talk too much. Now come on, we need to get moving.
What is this one doing by the shelves? Favorite, all you find in there are Vivania's clothing. It's just tons of dresses in there. Very skimpy looking dresses, by the way.
Yeah, no, I checked the vanity in the bed too. I'm gonna search the whole room.
Yeah, you don't find much else. You find some bizarre, like, sexual torture devices in the bed. Jeez. You wanted to know. You wanted to know.
Well, taking the rest of the rope, I hog tie her to the leg of the bed and I walk out then. As I pass Julian, I shoot her a look and I say, I don't like leaving her there. I'd rather finish her off, or question her and finish her off now.
Yeah.
Then he keeps walking.
You're finishing her off?
No, I said to Julian, I don't like leaving her there. I'd rather put her to the question and then finish it.
Oh, we've got Kylanta's word that nothing's going to happen.
Oh, that was just a comment I made to you as I passed by. I wasn't waiting for a response, I just kept going to the doorway.
So, Kylanta, you think it is wise to leave behind a prisoner who has nothing to lose?
I'm not worried about her. The main threat is the evil that's in this place. I sense it, yes. Follow me. We should be off with haste. And she kind of steps out. She's not one for small talk or long conversations, this one.
Can we close the secret door behind us again?
Yeah, she knows how to do that. Don't forget Florence. We'll just say it's closed, because I don't feel like replacing everything.
Yeah, just rename it.
No, actually, I'll just do it. Grid is off, I think, so. Alright, let's just go. I don't feel like doing this.
Where's favorite at?
I don't know. Oh, he's not there.
Faerith is utterly disgusted with this elven wench after having freed her and given her that sword without her even having to ask, and the way she continues to treat him, he's like, screw this bitch.
She doesn't see it that way.
Yeah, no, that's cool. But that's how he's playing it.
Where is Faerith's token?
Faerith is ahead of the party. He left while everybody was still talking so he could scout ahead and watch the hallway again.
Oh. Ah, typical Drow sneaking about. She just steps past you.
Does she see me?
Follow me. Yeah, she sees you. Can't hide from her. Not in this place.
Oh, okay.
Well, you can, but I mean, were you hiding right there?
Well, I rolled stealth to get down here and kind of hide in the corner. I just couldn't put myself where that shield main statue was at. Because all I wanted to do was be hidden and look down the hallway. I put it in chat because everybody else was talking.
I don't really see that too much. Because I'm very distracted here. So she says, okay, follow me. And she kind of steps up here. This way, quickly. They've done to this place. This used to be a place of holy worship, and they've destroyed it. They will pay dearly for this, I promise. Quickly, follow me this way. The main antechamber lies ahead. And there's some rooms to the right here.
Do you know what you're leading us into, or are you just running in without having any idea what might be awaiting us?
Yes, I know. There's a great evil ahead, and we must destroy it.
Yeah, okay, well, what are we talking about? More drow, demons, what? And how many?
That I don't know. Possibly both.
So you're just gonna run into this and get us all killed without a plan?
No, I never said we didn't have a plan. Listen, it's simple. We go in and we confront them. There's obviously a matron at work here. No Drell army in the history of the Drell would make such a bold move without the blessing of their matron. This is how they work, as you will know. Of course you know.
Well, my research would suggest that what you're saying is correct, but that doesn't mean that she wouldn't surround herself with powerful guards. Shouldn't it be better that we scout and find out what we're dealing with before we just run in and get trampled?
If you must know, the room ahead, it's wide open with pillars at each corner. If they're hiding in plain sight. As far as I can tell, she is alone at the moment. That could change, because she has great power. Just be ready for anything. Let me do the talking. Agreed?
This is gonna go wonderfully.
Shooting a
We'll
look
see about
over.
the talking. But yes, let's move.
I shoot a look at Faerith like, I really don't like this idea.
Generation cute.
Well, make an insight check. Someone who doesn't like this idea.
I don't. And my dice are all over here. Insight, I rolled a 15.
I rolled a 1, so apparently all of a sudden I must be completely convinced this is a good idea.
Well, you don't feel anything is wrong about her plan. So
You cut out. Can't hear ya.
sorry, I keep cutting out or losing connection. What was that? I missed it.
You said so, and then you cut out.
Oh, I said, so what was your insight roll?
15.
So your instinct says this chick does know what she's doing. So whatever, she's fairly confident in this place, and she has a feeling that she knows what's ahead. You seem to trust her instincts. Now, is she leading you into a trap? Definitely not, because she knows it's not, it's not her trap that she's laying. But she feels fairly confident that whatever lies ahead is definitely evil, and she knows it must be destroyed, and you're willing to go along with it as long as she doesn't put you at harm's risk.
As we approach that area, Malik sheaths his greatsword, pulls out his shield and a flail, and uses his, because she keeps mentioning evil, he uses his divine sense to try and pinpoint where this evil is.
Okay.
So I can feel desecration, holy, celestials, fiends, and undead within 60 feet of my location.
Fiends
Yep.
and like demons and stuff.
Demons, fiends, celestials, undead, holy, and desecration within 60 feet.
Within 60 feet now.
Yep.
You don't sense anything at this point.
Okay. Giving Faerith a look like I'm still not too sure about this, but I say to him, hang back a little bit, keep an eye on us.
Are you with me? Follow me.
Florence says, hold on a minute. She's going to cast Bless.
How long does that last?
No!
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that part. I thought it lasted longer. It only lasts a minute.
Yeah, it's short.
Okay, never mind.
Behold, she calls out to you. This is the magic. It was breaking my concentration all that time, I believe. She raises up the trinket she got from Vivania. Be gone from this foul place! And then she waves her hands around in the circle, and you see this wall of fire just kind of like evaporate, just dissipate right away. The way is now clear. See, as I said, I knew the way. Follow me. And now, Malik, your instincts are telling you she's getting a little nervous as she gets closer to the antechamber up ahead.
No, I just got some.
Would you mind leading the way, at least? It is quite dangerous to step into this next area, but we must destroy her.
And look, hearing the quite dangerous part, Malik stops dead and says to her, "What exactly is ahead of us?"
I don't know. Just an evil presence I can sense. Undoubtedly the matron, as I said. It could be anything. I never saw it. We don't know what lies ahead.
Alright. You might know your tempos, my lady. We know danger. So...
Dave, you're really low.
No!
Oh, sorry, that was probably my position.
Yeah.
So hard.
So I'm turning toward her, and... Well, you seem to know your way around, but we are the ones who know danger, my lady. And there's a few simple rules. First, don't be heard. Second, don't be seen. Third, don't talk. Fourth, stab, stab, and stab again. So, everyone be silent,
Jessica Marshall.
keep your heads down. We try to get in unnoticed. And we jump them while they don't expect us. Everyone bleeds, everyone dies. And this will be their day, not ours.
Fine. I guess I should defer to you after all, but make a persuasion check, please.
Okay. That's a 90 plus 1 or 20 total. Yeah.
She says, "Very well. Perhaps I am being a bit hasty here. I don't want to die after all. I've lived this long. And quite beautiful after all.
Oh,
So I should probably continue my life. Maybe for something later. Use my gifts for good. Why don't you lead the way then, young lass? We will do it your way. Very well. But just promise me one thing. We will destroy what lies ahead. Do not negotiate with it. There may be a way to weaken it first. I'm not sure. But if I can find a way to empower my magic like I used to be able to do here and harness the power of Saloon, we will have the advantage. I promise you that.
That's good to hear. I've always trusted more in knives than in my tongue. So, everyone, get ready.
God.
Malik,
Malik just gives a grunt.
you with it. And I hand him my cloak of Elvenkind. The drow version.
You're giving that to Malik?
Yeah, might give us an edge. Get in unseen. I know you're not good at this, but this will help.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll my stealth. Can I re-roll my stealth since I rolled it before that?
Yeah, you can roll stealth.
Yeah, we should do this as a group if we don't want to send one scout ahead. Like that's what Hulin's whole speech was about.
Alright.
And
So you
that's
want
why
stealth
I'm
then?
giving you the get rid of your disadvantage cloak.
Kylanthia rolled a 2.
That's okay. She rolled the same as me.
Yeah. So it's very hard to be stealthy here, apparently. The walls echo, and you know it's a big antechamber up ahead. You're stepping into it right now.
I get up right up to the edge of it, and I just send out my divine feelers again to try and get an idea of what's out there.
No!
Um,
I'm not getting anywhere
60
near.
feet, huh? Yeah, you still don't sense anything yet. But you can sort of peer down and see that there's a large room past the small hallway just directly ahead of you. So whatever is in there could be much further in that you can't sense yet. So you used that twice, right?
60 feet is like,
Oh, is that 60 feet?
yeah.
Oh,
One, or no, I'm sorry, that's 5 feet, 10, 15,
Yeah.
20,
Yeah, you wouldn't quite get to the gray area yet.
you wouldn't get to any of that yet.
55, 60 is 12, okay.
Yeah, that's more like 60.
Alright,
That's why I said no immediately when you did it back there. I was like, there's no way you're sensing it yet.
okay.
Yeah. While we're moving forward, Hulina's keeping her eyes peeled for any signs of traps or ambushes. for example, what's up with that circle down there?
It's just a magic circle, but it looks like the magic was dispelled when Kylanthea dispelled the flames, so it's deactivated.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
I'm not playing any tricks with the terrain. I would say you noticed something, like if it was,
Yeah.
you know, bad or something for you, bad for your health.
So, in the knowledge we're not being very quiet, we step forward, I guess.
Alright. So move up. You're gonna have to get all the way up before you see, like, what's ahead, really.
I think that could.
Oh, oops.
Her sword sort of continues to float with her. She always has it at the ready. It's part of the spell that is incorporated in that mage blade. It's a moon blade, by the way. If you haven't figured that out, it's an elven moon blade. It's a very rare gift, only gifted to those of moon elf descent and Selûnites. Right,
I think you told us that when we identified it.
How many?
Did I actually say Moonblade though? I forget. Like,
I want to say you did, but I can't remember for sure.
okay. So ahead of you, you see this chamber, dark and shadowy. Many pillars line the hall. At the center of the room, there is a large obelisk. And behind that, the throne room. This was obviously a great sanctuary of the high moon elves in long years past, as the intricate scroll work along the floor would suggest. In the alcoves, you see decayed remains of probably humanoids. You're too far away to get any real information, but bones do scatter and litter the floor about this room.
I cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Cast it now.
Yeah, has duration of 10 minutes. I'm
Okay.
getting these puppies ready.
Yeah.
Alright.
Arcanius will start Mage Armor.
Alright. So you're ready, right?
Yep.
Alright, let's
So
do something here.
this obelisk right here, how tall is it?
A good 30 feet up.
Okay, so they won't be able to see us coming straight from behind it.
It depends. See is one thing. Hear is a whole different story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we probably just need to bum rush into the room then if we're going to do that.
Yep.
Okay, get information, everybody.
Is everybody standing where they want to be standing? So move in as you will. Kylanthea always remains within a few feet of you all. These are 10-foot squares, by the way.
Yep.
Calm.
So let's get.
Yeah, and a bit spread out is maybe not too bad.
Now that you're in the room, you see this throne, and on it stand several drow. And it looks quite like that picture there. There seems to be an elven woman of drow descent standing at the center on the throne. Several guards stand nearby, and what looks like perhaps slaves or concubines perhaps stand a bit nearby as well.
Yeah, Julian just trots forward.
Malik circles around the side here.
Where are you putting Arcanius?
Yeah, I think he's keeping to the pillars as well.
And Julian's just walking forward, huh?
Yeah, we're making noise anyway, so.
Come! You hear a voice, and an elven female voice speak out. Join us! There's always room for more here. It's an
They
angry
won't
voice
like what
that
we
is
bring to
screaming.
your party.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps I will enjoy more company tonight. What
When I
have
get
you
to this
brought me?
point- I'm in range and I let fly 2 of the meteors.
Right away? Okay, so as soon as they release, this happens.
Dad, look at what's happening below me.
A giant creature falls down from the ceiling as your meteors streak past it. And who were you attacking? The queen?
Yeah, so her and any creature within 5 feet of her has to make a dexterity save.
Alright, hang on a second.
That does not look friendly.
Nope. Is it really that giant?
It's pretty big, yeah.
Like that's ancient dread dragon size, right?
I'll shrink it down quite a bit, but it's fairly big. I mean, this thing takes up a large area. Like, you're gonna have to surround it. I mean, it's like, it's gonna be like a dragon fight. I'll just tell you that right out the bat here. So let me give me a second to get all these names in here.
Yeah, people.
So that ain't no regular Drider.
It's not quite. Malik, your senses are tingling now about demons.
Oh boy. Yeah, it lasts for 1 turn, so that's how long? A minute?
Yeah, sure. I'll say that it was still sort of active or whatever.
Because 1 round is a minute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was still active. Okay.
All right. So, how many people can those minute meters hit, Favorith?
It's gonna hit her and anybody within 5 feet of her. So I based on the
Is it an attack roll though? I think, right?
no, they have a dexterity save.
They have to save. I knew there's always a contingency with
Yeah, it's one or the
with
other.
magic. So
Yeah. So is that picture accurate in that she's got 2 guards with her, or?
yeah, I'm just dropping in separate tokens for them right now. So we'll say they were sort of spread out like more like this, and I made it big for dramatic effect, like for when you entered the room here. Okay, so this is kind of more like the situation that you were looking at now.
Oh, so there's even more people in the room than we saw before.
No, it's a total of like 5 people, really, 5 combatants, if you will. Hold on, I'm changing something. Those.
Well, just based on the fact that there's more people back there, that might have changed my action.
I described it to you, so I said there's several guards there, several other people.
No, I understand. You had the 1 token, so I thought they were all a lot closer than they are. You said these are 10-foot squares, so they're spread out a lot further than.
I'll put them a little closer. I'll say that you could have probably hit these 2 right here, but so now this would have been more what you saw. It's too late to reverse your action because your action triggered the thing falling from the ceiling.
Yeah,
So,
no, I understand.
you got to be careful with what you say. especially in this version of the game. Okay, so making these tokens a little smaller. Smaller now. Alright, so that's what you see. So you struck it at her. What's the range on the splash damage for that?
It's only 5 feet.
Okay, so it would only hit her, actually.
Right, that's why I was saying it might have changed my action, because it wouldn't have affected the creature that came down from the ceiling.
If you want to choose a different spell that you're using, you can say that, but you have to throw something at this point, because you already...
Oh yeah, no, I still would
have.
have. Yeah, no, I still would have attacked, but it would have been one at her and one at one of the Drow clerics.
Then split it up, whatever you want. Just tell me who.
Okay, so yeah, for certain one at the queen and then one at the Drow cleric on my side.
Towards the left. Okay. Saving throw. So for the Drow queen, that's a 19. She saved.
So she only takes
The other one
5,
failed.
and the other one
Alright.
takes 10.
The other one took 10.
Yes.
Okay. Let me get some battle music here.
What the heck is that for?
You guys never like to talk to my enemies.
No way!
You could have talked your way out of this, I'm pretty sure. If you would have become their slaves, maybe.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
battle music in there.
There's really nothing they can offer us.
Probably not.
Except for a lifetime of pain, of course.
Alright, so everybody roll their initiative that needs to. Julian, that's you, right?
Yeah, and Arcanius. Yeah, both are pretty bad. That's 10 for Leon, and 10 for Arcanius.
Yeah, I got better.
Yeah.
Alright, Rex is first. Faerith, you don't get to go this round because you just took your turn, your action.
Rex is first. Alright. Is that actually how big the spider is?
We're gonna keep her that big, yeah.
Oh
I
my.
just decided.
Alright. Oh,
I have
Dramatic effect.
Mm-hmm.
Rex is going to use his sprint action to get over. Let's see, that's... Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. He can get 60, right? Or no?
He moves 40 feet, or 35 feet, or 40, something longer than normal.
So that gets him right there with his sprint action. He runs
Okay.
over to Florence's side and starts growling at the monstrosity in front of him.
Okay.
And that is the end of Rex's turn.
Alright, Julian's next.
Alright. It's about 100 feet to the queen, right?
Something like that.
That's just beyond normal longbow range. Right. That was like
To the queen?
60, 320, something like that, right?
Something like that. Yeah, it's 120, and I think for like the normal range, and then 3 something for like
Okay.
outside of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do this one careful. I raise my bow, and 2 arrows tipped with true steel come flying for Queen Evera.
Okay, make your
This of
attack roll.
course Hunter's marked. Well, actually, I don't need to use the elven arrows.
Don't they increase your chance to crit?
Oh yeah, right. They do. That was an advantage, right?
Yeah, it's not about advantage. It's
Yeah,
about
I'll leave
criticals,
this in.
higher threat
Um,
range.
First one should be a hit. Is not a crit though.
What's
It's
the
not a hit 20 then, right?
19 and 20 naturals? Yeah.
Okay. So that's 26 to hit for first.
That hits her.
And snake eyes for damage. So that's 14 points for first hit.
Okay.
And yeah, 19. That's a crit then.
A natural? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a crit. Yeah.
And like a definite hit. That should be 28.
28 damage?
To hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. It doesn't matter if you crit. If you crit, you always hit. Doesn't matter.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So treat the when you're using those arrows, treat the 19 as if it was a 20. Same rules
Yep.
apply.
Okay. So that'll be 25 points of damage then. And yeah, I'm then retreating behind this giant pillar, taking cover here, and pulling out my shield with my
What was the second damage roll? I didn't catch that part.
second damage is 25 points.
Okay. Yeah, the wounds are.
And then weapon switch to shield. Since I have used my bonus action, I cannot pull out my sword this turn, I think.
It's a free action. Swords are
You
free.
can't.
Unless you
Yeah, I
switch
think
to
we
your
said
bow.
the first one, right?
No, it's a free action to swap out one weapon. Yeah, he can use his bonus action to put this shield out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I swap.
You
Shield.
can swap them both.
Well, if I
Alright.
can go for both.
And
I will.
you're moving behind this pillar here.
Yeah, just for a bit of cover, especially from the priestesses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Alright. It is Arcanius' turn.
Okay. He'll move up here where he has line of sight on the queen. And yeah, do his usual fiendish cursing and hexing thing. And shoot 2 crackling bolts of lightning away.
At the queen. And he's hexing the
Yeah.
queen. You didn't hex her, or you didn't Hunter's Mark the queen, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
Then you can't swap your shield out. Because that's your bonus action.
Yeah, that's what I was
Isn't it?
saying. I can only use my
Okay.
free action to get my shield out, but I don't have a bonus action for my sword.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Alright, so she's hexed now. What kind of hex?
Yeah, let's stick with Dex.
Alright.
First to hit is 24.
That hits her.
Sweet. That's 13 points of damage then.
That hurts her.
Second, it just rolled from a 20 to a 5. That's 13 to hit.
That misses her.
Okay. So then Arcanius too will take cover. And that's turn.
Okay, so he's moving to cover. Queen Queen of Era looks pretty damaged here. Alright, so that's his turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, the Drow Assassin 1 makes his move here. And... okay, you no longer see where he's at here. Alright. He disappears in the shadows, and that's the end of his turn. Second Drow Assassin does the same maneuver, runs to this pillar. You don't see him either. Alright, would have been favorite, but he went already. Alright,
I have a question about that.
What?
So, the Melf's minute meteors, it's only a bonus action to shoot those meteors out. So, am I losing my entire action for the round for that?
Yeah. No, you can make your move action and you can make your normal action, yeah. So go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point.
Alright, I cast Fireball.
Normally I just skip everybody because of that, you know, because it's like you went on your turn out of order.
Oh yeah, no, I would completely understand that, but when I was reading this spell, it was only a bonus action, that's why I wanted to ask.
Yeah, after it's cast, it's just the bonus action afterwards.
So I'll just assume that I've already used the bonus action and all I get is my regular action and move
Right,
action
your
then.
bonus action is used up, so take your move and full action.
Okay, so I'm casting Fireball on the big thing in front of us.
Okay.
It'll need to make a dex save.
Probably gonna fail. Yeah, I rolled a 10. It's a 13.
Not high enough.
Mm-hmm. Roll damage. What's the radius on Fireball?
20 feet. It's only going to get her unless the assassins moved in close to it.
Nah, they probably did not.
Sorry, just making some extra dice.
It's okay.
$28 points of damage.
Okay. $28 points of damage. You see your Fireball envelop this thing, and you know, flakes of skin start peeling off, and it howls in your direction, like it's gonna come charging at you or something.
I pissed it off now.
Pretty much. Are you moving anywhere?
Let's see. Yeah, I am going to move a little bit. Okay, so that's the extent of my move. That'll end that. And then Florence is going to cast Shatter on that thing. So it needs to make a Constitution save. I'm looking for what her save is right now.
Shatter, I think, comes from...
Well, it's a Constitution save, but I'm not sure what her DC is. I'm trying to find out.
She's got two DCs. She's got a Bard DC and she's got a Cleric DC. Her Cleric is higher.
She's got them listed both.
They're both
as 14.
the same right now. They're both, because it adds up to the same number, I suppose. So her DC, for all intent and purposes, tonight is 14. And what kind of save is that?
Constitution save.
I rolled a 13, so you You hit her with full force with the shatter.
Okay, so
Roll
that'll
damage.
be 3d8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Can't-
22
Can't wait for you
points.
guys to die.
22 points of damage.
Nice. Is that like max or something?
Almost. I rolled 2 7s and an 8.
Nice. Yesterday, my daughter was playing someone's mage on our Saturday game, and she rolled max damage on a firebolt and killed someone. Like, took its full health.
Nice.
Her
Yeah, now
first roll in the whole game.
Florence
which is
is going
always-
to do the same kind of move too and try to get out of the way.
All right. This thing looks freaking angry. She's kind of training her eyes on you all as you move about. All right. So that's Florence's turn, right?
Yeah, that'll be the end of her turn.
All right. Queen of Vera starts to run for cover here. That a little bit smaller. She's behind a statue over here. And then you think you see her coming, stepping out here. Again, all of a sudden, towards the group. Okay. Play along. No fucking metagamers. Alright. And that's her turn. You'll have to make a some type of check to figure out what's going on. So the monstrosity goes next. So what this thing does with its first action is charges forward and smashes into this pillar right here, right? So say it looks like that. For some purposes, a little bit bigger. Bigger. And let me see what she can do here with that. Oh, okay. So it rushes up, and you see this pillar start to sort of buckle under pressure here. You got lucky, but you see cracks forming along the length of it, and it looks like the ceiling's about to give way above you. But it hasn't fully collapsed in yet. And that ends its turn. It's trying to smash into that. Malik, your turn.
My turn. Okay. Let's see. So it's large enough that I could try and climb onto it, right?
Yeah. You could. You could definitely try. You could try to climb on.
Alright. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Branding Smite. So my flail begins to glow with Lathander's power, and like an idiot, I charge in there. So, first
Charging towards
the monstrosity.
Okay.
So, my first attack is going to be really shitty. Is 15.
15? Let me double check. That's gonna miss.
Alright. And then the second attack is a 21. No, higher than 21. It is that hits.
That hits.
Alright. So it is 1d8 and Branding Smite is 2d6. So that's gonna be 5, 7, 8. 5 is 13 damage.
Okay, 13.
13 damage, 6 radiant, 2 magical bludgeoning.
Alright. Yeah, you slash a nice chunk out of one of her legs.
Part of her leg caves in on itself.
Yeah.
From the impact of my flail.
Okay.
And
Oh, a crushing attack, sorry.
Yep. Bludgeoning, magical, and radiant. That is all my actions for this round.
Alright. Okay, Drow Cleric moves over here. And how many hit points does Cure Wounds work? Heal?
Cure
Is it
wounds.
1d8? Yeah, it's 1d8, right?
Yeah, unless you cast it at a higher level.
Right, that's probably what I'm doing.
1d8 plus spellcasting ability modifier. It's
And the
additional-
modifier. Yeah.
Additional d8 per level.
Yep. Okay.
Is that a touch spell or no?
It is.
Yes, it is touch.
She rushes over to heal her queen. Alright. I'm saying she can get there on that turn. That we can kind of play with the distances on this map a little bit, but not too much. Alright, and that ends her turn. Okay. Vivania. Ooh, why is she in here? Let me delete you. It's Kylanthia's turn. Kylanthia says, I knew it. I sense the evil. She kind of rushes back here a little bit. Go now, and she sends her sword in to attack this thing. Makes an attack roll. Probably gonna miss on that one. What is her DC? Or her attack bonus? How do you figure out spellcasting attack bonus again? It's
8 plus profession, plus proficiency plus spellcasting ability bonus.
what's that?
8 plus proficiency plus.
No, that's DC. That's DC.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out attack. Attack is just proficiency plus mod.
Yeah.
She's got a +6. Alright, so she missed him with her sword. Excuse me. Alright. So then what she cast a scorching ray at this creature ahead of her. She's gonna attack 3 times though. Okay, that is going to miss. Damn it. Oh shit. Second one missed. Third one hits. Alright. Two D6 fire. Oh god, 2 damage. Jake, just ask me. Don't type because it's like dead air. Yeah, you can, but you also would have to make like sort of like a athletics check to determine if you can like balance yourself up there, which is going to be very difficult.
Okay.
Okay. Kylanthia's turn is over. The priestess here moves to her matron as well. She is going to cast a healing spell. Not as much. Okay. And that ends her turn. So it is now Rex's turn.
With deep growl, Rex charges forward. 1, 2, 3, 15, 20, 25. Does that put him in range, or does he need to get one space closer?
Who's in range?
Rex. Is that
He's in range.
Okay.
Yeah, you got him. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to get as close as... This thing you can hit from a little bit out of the 10 feet, basically.
Okay.
So 10 feet range, we'll just call it, because it moves, it's constantly moving within those squares.
Okay. So he is going to just do... Yeah, he's just going to do regular attacks.
Okay, roll.
First attack is a total 20.
That hits.
And that's 8 damage for the first attack. I'm assuming piercing.
Yeah, his attacks do like piercing damage. How much? 8, you said?
8.
Okay.
And the second attack is going to be another hit. It's 23 for 7 damage. Yeah, 7 damage. Biting
Alright,
the leg
7.
in front of him.
Awesome.
And then that is the end of Rex's turn.
Okay. Julian is next.
Alright.
I will say that this thing is like basically cover. So shooting through it's gonna give anyone behind it like up to full cover.
Okay. So, pulling out my sword, I'll get into that madness of spider legs and crushing force. And try to attack one of the legs down here, getting out from behind that pillar.
It would have been so awesome if I crushed it on you guys.
Yeah.
I was trying to kill you. I want someone to die, goddamn.
I will get there again.
Hate them.
Julian will slip up eventually, again.
Yeah. And we had one player death already, right? Our player character there.
And they're early on, right?
Yeah.
And 1 resurrection.
Indeed. First hit
Come
is
on,
for
hobos.
24.
Julian, you're
Yeah,
not saying
I
your
do.
battle cry. You gotta rush in and be like, come on, hobos, we got this.
This is to murder hobos! And yeah, go slashing away at this creature's legs. It's a fiend, right?
I don't know what the hell it is. I made it up, but we'll call it something like that, sure.
Because if it's a fiend, it's my favorite enemy.
Why not?
It should be a creature of the abyss, which
Yeah, that should fit then.
It says monstrosity, even in the monster manual. It's not a
if you're
fiend.
if you're basing it off a drow, that's something different then.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't something conjured from another plane then.
Mm-mm.
But
Yeah, like
For its
evil
sheer
extraplanar
size.
creatures are fiends, usually. So is it or is
It's
it not?
not a fiend, no. Monstrosity.
Okay.
alright, I'm gonna step away quick.
Okay. Are you attacking it?
Yeah. Our first attack is 19 damage. Does it have any resistances, or should I tell you?
I can't tell you that. Just tell
Okay.
me what kind of damage.
So we have 9. Alright, let me. So that's 15 points of slashing damage, magical,
Okay.
and 4 points of cold.
So 19.
Yeah.
All right.
Second attack. Is it 21 to hit?
That hits.
And that's 15. 14 slashing magical and 1 cold.
15.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. It's Arcanius' turn.
Okay. Yeah. Well, with everyone going nuts on the giant creature, Arcanius will have a go at it as well. Get line of sight and blast away. That's a 19 and a 20 to hit.
Both hit.
Sweet.
You're ripping this thing apart on me.
That
I need
was
some
the plan
serious
all
like
along.
boss monster training. I gotta like go to boss monster school or something.
Yeah, 12 kobolds are more dangerous.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, something's fucked up with the rules there. So that's 14 points for first.
For the first one.
second attack is 12 points.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
All right. Julian, make a perception check.
Okay. By the way, is this
What's your
concerning between-
What is your passive perception? Don't make a perception check.
Okay, passive perception is 15, and I cannot be surprised.
Okay, you see this son of a bitch approaching from the side here. He gets right up to you though. And do you turn to face him?
Yeah.
I'll say he closes the distance on you a little bit here, just for dramatic effect. So you ready yourself against him. He is going to come at you anyway.
Yeah, probably just have time to bring up my shield. Or let's
Yeah.
see if I do.
So he makes 2 attack rolls. Say the black one's his offhand. They're both going to miss. I think he's got +6. He's got 2 16s to hit.
Yeah.
Block
Yeah,
those.
just in time.
Yeah. He makes 1 more main hand attack though. Comes around, same thing. So you blocked everything he put at you. All right. Malik, please make or what is your passive perception?
10.
Yeah, you definitely don't see this guy coming around the shadows at you.
Man,
So-
what did you use? A sprint action?
He can as a bonus action. He's got advantage. So his first attack with his main hand misses. The second one's going to hit you though, and that's a sneak attack too. Hang on. So it's like 1d6, and then what do rogues get for sneak attack dice? They can knock extra 2d6, right? So I think he's rolling 3d6 right here.
Yeah, it depends on level.
Yeah, he's definitely at that level at least. So that is going to be 13 damage right there. And then his offhand. Actually, we'll say he doesn't use his offhand because he had to use his bonus action. Because offhand weapons require bonus action. Think. Well, we'll just play it safe and say it does tonight. Because he had to do his dash action. Alright, so you take 13 damage, and I think... Hold on. It's actually 3d6 that I have it at, because he's an assassin, so he gets an extra die, so you take an additional 4, sorry. Sorry, Malik. And...
So 17 damage puts me down
total. Yeah, total.
40, 42 hit points left.
Alright, that's his turn. It's Feyre's turn. Is he back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, cool. Now it's getting interesting.
Alright, so I move up to here. I
Mhm.
think it's here. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just counting squares.
Now, as I was saying earlier, for those creatures up there, well, you know, you could probably have clear line of sight on them because you can shoot right underneath this thing.
Yeah, plus what I'm looking at casting is a scroll that's a lightning bolt scroll, so it should matter.
Mm-hmm. Now the queen is behind a statue there,
But
but you also see the image of the queen right in front of you. Make a Tell me what your passive perception is. By the way.
It's only 11.
So you think the queen is charging out?
That's fine. I wasn't aiming for her. I was aiming for the 2 clerics with the lightning bolt.
Just saying, like you think the queen's approaching.
Okay. So, for my bonus action, I'm gonna fire the 2 of those meteors at this thing in front of us.
Okay.
So he's gonna it's gonna need to make a dexterity save.
All right. 2 of them, right?
It's hexed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Well, that's a 14, because I rolled 2 14s. That's the first one. Okay, it failed the second one. And the first one, I believe, it saved, right?
Well,
it's a 15.
So yeah. The save
higher.
DC is 15, so I think that's the way it works. If you get the DC or better, right?
Training.
So it should have saved the first one.
It saved on the first one, for sure. Failed on the second one.
Okay, so for the first one, it takes 4 points of damage.
And the second
The
one?
second one, it takes 7.
Okay.
Then for my action, I read the scroll and cast a lightning bolt, which will go all the way to those 2 clerics.
Alright. And they got to save?
Everybody has to make a dex save. DC 15.
This will count for both. Alright, so blue is the one more towards the front. The priestess, she failed. The second one saved.
Does it hit the monstrosity too?
Yes, it will. It's going to go right through it.
Well, we're going to use elevation here, so you're casting it under it.
How tall is this thing?
It's that tall. So think of it like, let's just say how tall is your character?
Well, you could shoot all.
Well, my character is just shy of 6 feet, but the thing is, unless this thing is up off the ground,
It is.
but including its legs, because I'm going to
Not
be
the
shooting.
legs. No.
Yeah, the lightning bolt's going to go right between or right through the legs towards the priests.
Right. It's going to, and the side, the width of the lightning bolt's not going to be wide enough or tall enough to hit it. It's going to pass under it.
Okay, but if it's also going to go anywhere near one of those legs, it still hits it.
Yeah. How wide is a lightning bolt though? It's only
5
not
foot radius.
Yeah, it's not going to hit it. If you're hitting those 2. If you want to draw it out, we can.
Well, when I look at the way that let's see.
You're doing this. So there's no way it's 5 feet because you are 5 feet, and I'm doing it like this. Prove it. See, it's going to pass underneath it. It'll definitely hit them too. It just barely misses the queen.
Yeah, so this is just bad positioning then.
Kind of. I mean, you know what? They are up. Why don't we do this? So let's say you have a chance to graze the underside of this thing. I will roll a d20 to see if we need to roll. Okay. I rolled low, so you had to aim up because you have to shoot over these stairs, and there's an elevation there as well. So you hit that thing, so I'll roll a saving throw for it. We'll see if it gets hit too. So it saved, but you hit it.
Okay. Well, for the first one that you said failed,
Is there an open bag of
the
chips?
cleric back there, or priestess or whatever, that was 30 damage.
So the failure one was the priestess. So how much damage did she take?
30 points.
Oh, you killed her. She's dead.
Oh, thanks.
And then the other cleric or whatnot that saved, it's only going to be 12 points.
Okay.
And then I'm
And
waiting to see if
monstrosity save too. So.
that'll be 20 points. I rolled 40, so half of that is 20.
Oh wow. God, you're tearing my shit up here. It is very messed up now.
Well, I'm bringing out the big guns.
Yeah.
So that scroll I'll erase because that just burned up.
Did you already memorize that spell?
He has.
No, I didn't.
Didn't you
You
learn
just-
it?
No, I didn't learn that one yet.
We didn't learn it when we leveled up.
No, when you guys leveled me up last time, you
Oh,
took
yeah, it was.
Agonizer, Scorcher, and something else. I think Gaseous Form or something.
Well,
So
that's, a
that's
scroll I
fine.
learned.
I mean, yeah, no, we're in a battle. It was necessary. So, and then I'm gonna move my last. Oh no, you said I can't move, and then so I'm done. Or I can move. I forget. I'm sorry. I got confused. Can I?
You can-
still?
How far did you move?
I moved 20 feet, so I should still be able to move 10 more.
You can move 10 if you want.
Yeah, I'll just move one more square over.
Alright.
Okay, so that'll end it for Faerith. And then for Florence,
Yeah, you're taking Florence now. Okay.
yeah, everybody else, Malik looks a little hurt, but I trying to see if she has any ranged healing spells.
She's got healing word.
Okay.
At this point, you might as well just do buffs, you know, with her, like...
Yep, good time for Bless and Bardic Inspiration.
just inspiration on everybody you can reach with it. Start playing some tunes.
Okay, so then what's the range on Bless? I'm sorry, I'm really unfamiliar with clerics, so it's taking me a minute.
Bless is like AoE, and it's probably fairly long range. I'll double check real quick.
I can
here.
tell you Bless right now.
It's probably fairly
30
long.
foot range.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Only 30?
Yeah, so that's
Or is
she's
that
really,
the radius?
It's a 30
No.
foot range. Any creature within sight of those in that 30 foot range.
In that 30 feet range. Okay.
So
yeah,
basically I can only affect Arcanius.
yeah, you're
Well,
not going to get a lot of
Unless you
people.
move.
Bardic Inspiration is probably your better buff if you're going to buff with her.
Yeah, you can combine the two, and she still has movement, right?
Yeah.
She has movement.
She does still have movement. She hasn't moved yet. But I don't really want to move her too close to that pillar. I don't want to get his character killed. Let me check Healing Word real quick and then see how far.
Bardic
the range
Inspiration
on
is
that.
60 feet of you. Anyone who can hear you.
Yep, but
You
that's
get
a
an
bonus
extra
action.
D6. It's a bonus action, yeah.
Okay, well I'll do that for sure. Just not sure exactly what the effect is of that.
Plus Bardic Inspiration die to one roll.
Okay, well she'll certainly do that as she moves over.
And what die is the Bardic Inspiration?
Probably
You get a
D6
D6.
for Hannah.
Yeah.
Wait, is each objective a day?
Okay, so she's going to move to there. Then while she's doing that, she'll do Bardic Inspiration as her bonus action. And when she gets here, she'll cast Healing Word on Malik.
Yeah, and you need to target the inspiration.
Bye bye.
They have to be within 60 feet to be inspired. Where's she standing?
Oh, I didn't realize they had to be within 60 feet. I thought somebody said as long as they can hear you.
60 feet of you, and they have to hear you too. So if they're deaf, they can't receive the buff, basically. Or if they can't hear you around the corner, I guess, or anything that would limit their ability to hear you, because it's audible. It's sound-based magic.
Okay, if she's standing in this square, then she should be able to get the whole party.
Possibly. You tell
Well,
me.
because even Julian's only 5 squares away.
These are 10 feet squares.
Yeah, so Julian's only 5 away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can choose one.
Yeah, you can only choose one person now.
How am I supposed to get
Okay. Well, she'll target both spells with to Malik then. The Bardic Inspiration and the Healing Word.
Alright. Roll it up. So, roll the Healing Word.
Yeah, and she's going to cast that as
1d4 normally.
well, she's going to cast it as a 2nd level, and so it'll be 2d4 plus
2d4 plus spellcasting. Which is her wisdom. And that's a +3 to that.
So that's 7 plus, you said 3, so that's 10 points that he gets back. Sorry, I'm slow on that, and thanks, guys, for your patience.
1d6.
Alright, so how much did you heal Malik for?
10 points.
Okay. Jake, if that music ends, just restart it.
Yep.
And that's her turn. She done
That'll
moving.
her turn, yes.
Queen Evera.
What is this?
Moves up here. Actually, she's going to move over to here. That one does. And then the other Queen Evera steps out to here. Okay. So suddenly you see the queen shift into 4 versions of herself and step out into the light. She is now out here. Okay, and that's her turn. Alright, the monstrosity on its last leg reaches down to attack against Julianne.
Okay.
It slashes down. It has this giant long sword. I should really make it a 2-handed sword. In fact, I think I will, just because it's almost dead. But
yeah, it's
that is a that's above 20. So the first attack, 6, is going to deal. It's not enough. Kill Julian. It's 11 damage to Julian.
alright, still hurts.
Yeah, she makes a second attack with that same longsword. And that's gonna hit. Come on. That's only... It's only 8 damage there.
Okay.
Sorry, the dice were acting funky. Okay, and then it reaches down with its gaping maw and tries to devour you whole.
Damn, dude, what'd you do to piss off the DM?
But you sort of dodged it there. Which is good, because that would have done
What
some
in
amazing.
God's name did you get yourself into while my back is turned?
Oh, you're
You
dead.
don't want to know.
Yep. You're fighting a giant monstrosity. And you're buffing tonight, apparently. That's what you've been doing. And that ends the turn of the monstrosity. So it's now Malik's turn.
Alright, well, Malik is going to adjust himself to face the new foe, the Drow Assassin 2, and he's going to turn his attentions that way.
Okay.
So, first attack is a 24, I believe.
Hits.
Alright, 24. And that is for 10 radiant and 7 magical bludgeoning. Bludgeoning piercing, sorry. So 17 total. And second attack is a miss.
Okay, how much did the first one do?
17 total, 10 radiant, 7 magic bludgeoning piercing.
Got it. Alright, second one's a miss, definitely.
It is 10 grand total.
Yeah, it's a miss. Yeah. Alright, those are your attacks. What next?
And that is my actions. That's it for my turn.
Okay.
So that's his second round with his.
Drow Cleric 2 rushes up and does something. Let's see. Julian, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright.
I'm sorry, no, never mind. I can't do that. I'm not in range. The range thing is a big problem here.
Yeah.
What did you summon while I was gone?
Well, one of Arcanius' experiments.
This is all Arcanius' fault. Blame him.
Oh, I'll be blaming him, all right.
Faerith, cough.
Ooh, Julian, you see a streaking bolt of radiant energy fling past your head, and it doesn't come close enough to hit you, though.
Cool.
To miss. Alright, well, Kylanthia steps out from the pillar again, says, let us end this. She moves up a little bit. She commands her sword first to attack. She's got a +6 to her attack roll. Sword's gonna miss, and that doesn't do anything. And then she does something else, hopefully. Let's see. She's going to take the same risk that Malik did and try to shoot a lightning bolt that she has prepared. So the Drow and the Drider have to make saving throw. The Drow, how much does that damage on lightning bolt real quick?
8d6.
8d6. So it's just like fireball, really.
Yeah, the only difference is instead of a radius, it's a straight line.
It's a straight line, and it's lightning based, yeah. Alright. Save, though, for half. We'll just call that 14. The monstrosity falls. Because she hit that, too. Alright, and now the Drow Cleric. Let's see if it saves or fails. It failed. Okay, so it takes full damage. So it's 28 damage. And she killed that. Wow, you guys made short work of this fight. Without a lot of help. I mean, it was just like pretty easy fight, believe it or not.
Well,
Okay.
we're not finished yet. The tougher
No.
part is still running.
Well, we'll see. But all right, so Rex's turn. This giant creature. We're gonna leave it here, actually, as a difficult terrain. So you got to work around it. Oh God, this thing does not like difficult terrain. All right, that's good enough. Rex, go ahead.
Alright, do you want to take back Rex, David? Or
No,
want
you go
me-
ahead and play him.
Alright.
Go ahead and play him. Yeah, it's just a simple.
Alright. Seeing Julian in trouble, Rex runs to Julian's side.
You gotta get.
What was that?
I didn't say anything.
And then uses. Yeah, he goes for his first attack. And that is a 21.
Against which character? The
Uh,
Drow Assassin hits. Yep.
Yeah, Drow Assassin 1. And he's gonna use the trip attack.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it's a DC. He uses that extra D8 for his damage, right?
Yeah, so it's a maneuver. So
Okay.
superiority die gets an extra D8.
And it's DC.
So he rolls normal damage plus that, and then I gotta roll a save.
Yep.
DC 14. We'll roll the damage first.
It is 4, 6, 9 damage.
Total
Yep.
takes 9 damage and it's tripped.
So that gives tripped means they're prone, right?
They're basically prone right. He's prone right now
So
He can
his second
stand
attack
up
has advantage.
on his turn. The second attack would have advantage. He has advantage anyway because he's got pack tactics. He's right next to Julian, so
All right. Second attack is another 23.
hits.
And that one is for 9 damage again.
All right.
And that is Rex's turn.
All right. Julian's next.
Alright, so he has not been tripped, right?
He is tripped.
He is. Mhm.
He's tripped. Right, cool.
So you have
So
advantage.
Drow assassin lying on the floor. I'm just trying to coup de grace him.
Pretty much at this point.
That'll be 20 to hit.
Hits.
For 26 points of damage.
20? You said total?
26.
6. Oh god, he's basically dead almost.
Sweet. I still have a second attack, right? No.
Yeah. What's the second attack's damage?
Well, I was thinking about if I could get to the second assassin, but I can't. So is he still up or?
He's still alive.
Okay, yeah. Let's.
You got the
change
thing,
that.
right?
Okay, second attack is 28 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Hits.
And that's 19 points of damage.
Now he's dead.
Sweet. Yeah, just hacking him to pieces while he's pinned to the floor by Rex.
Right.
Okay, but I can move still, right?
Yeah, you can move.
Now, Hunter's Mark gives me advantage on perception checks to find my marked prey. Does that apply to identifying the true queen here?
Yeah, you only marked one of them in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the real queen.
Okay.
There's 4 of her standing there, though.
I don't think it narrows it down that much, but
No, it doesn't do that.
Yeah, so I know the one over here is an illusion. I'll get into cover. And that's turn.
Okay. Alright, Arcanius is next.
Oh yeah, actually, I think I'm using a free action while I'm strutting over to the fake queen.
Okay.
Well, Your Majesty, I told you. If you lay down your arms now, we might make this a less unpleasant day for you.
Oh, I'm gonna be quick jumping.
She just smiles and grins at you. Make my day, young lady. It will be your last. So, now what, Arcanius?
Alright. Yeah, I think Arcanius will... First he'll make a perception check.
Alright.
Or does he already know which queen is which? Yeah. 19.
You don't. It's just a matter of what I say, but he makes a perception check.
thanks.
So
Yeah,
he
it's a
can
19
tell
plus.
he can tell the one on the left is definitely the fake queen.
Okay. So yeah, he'll get up the stairs and having his hex target right in front of him. Curses your last day and shoots crackling lightning or crackling beams of energy away.
Yeah. It's force damage, so it's pure. They're basically more powerful versions of magic missile, really, is what they are.
Yeah, like a phaser blast or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 24 to hit. Second attack is a 15 to hit.
Alright, hang on 1 second.
Hey, Dave.
So
Oh, go ahead.
both attacks hit a mirrored image. I think. Hold on a second.
Can I metagame for Dave for a second?
Hold on.
Sure, go ahead.
What were the 2 attack rolls? 8.
The 2 attacks were 7 and 16 plus 8 each. So 15
Alright.
and 24.
They both hit duplicates.
Okay. But just to clarify, the one
Okay.
close to Julian is the illusion,
Mm-hmm.
and the one on the dice is the real queen.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So 2 of the duplicates are destroyed.
Can I point something out about Arcanius' character for Dave, just in case he doesn't see it real quick?
Sure thing.
If the
Yeah,
target has already hexed, you can use a bonus action to do an AoE psychic damage.
Yeah, for some reason I can't find it in his sheet. I was thinking about that one too because he was talking about it, but it doesn't seem to be in here.
It's his charisma modifier.
Oh, that's
damage.
just agonizing blast. Oh, that's only for the target hit.
Well, no, it's his charisma modifier, and it's AoE psychic damage. I can pull up the information for you.
What are you trying to do? Let's just move on. Let's stop metagaming.
Okay.
Okay, so the attacks missed the target, so it's not Arcanius' turn anymore. So it's now Drael Assassin 2's turn. He's attacking you, Malik. First attack with the main hand weapon is 16. That's a miss, right?
20's AC 20 right now.
Second one is a 21 with the offhand attack. It's going to be a lot less, but that's only 5 damage to Malik. And then another main hand attack hits. 6 plus 4, so 10 and 5, 15 damage to Malik.
Okay.
That's the end of its turn. Bear's turn.
Okay, so do we get a perception check each round? Or is it, I already failed the perception check the round before, so I don't know which is which?
You can make a perception check again if you want.
Okay, I rolled in preparation just in case, so my total was 15. I don't know if that's enough or not.
Yeah, you can see now which one's the real one.
Okay. Then the first thing I do is send the last 2 meteors at the real one. And if the mirror, which should be close to her, it will also be affected by that, I would think. But she'll need to make 2 dex saves.
Okay. Well, first of all, let me just read. So that one... What are you attacking with again? Sorry.
The Melf's minute meteors.
Okay.
And so basically, I'm shooting them at her, and I'm assuming the mirror image is standing like right next to her, so it should hit both of them.
The first one hits the mirror image.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's splash damage, 5-foot range.
I know, but it's less damage against the main target then. Do you see my point? So, the way that one works, doesn't it have different damage die if it's splash damage?
No, I could hit the ground at her feet without actually hitting her, and it's still with it's just whoever's within that 5-foot range.
Roll damage because you destroyed the. I'm trying to determine if you destroyed the last mirror. So you did, and she's no longer mirrored. Okay, so just roll damage for both. Well,
okay.
Hold on. Now I gotta roll saves. Actually, I didn't do that part. The first one saved, even though it hit her, and the second one also saved. So it's but 2 saving throws succeeds.
Okay, so the first one does 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one does half a 9, 5 points.
All right, so 9 total. Her mirror image is gone.
Okay, and then I cast Firebolt at her.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Damn it, I think that's going to be a miss. 14?
That's a miss.
Okay, so that misses, and that'll end my turn.
Okay. Alright, Florence. Your turn, Florence.
Okay, let's see here. There it is. Okay, Julian needs some healing. And also Malik. I'm going to say move up to here. whapping Archneus along the way.
With your fan.
Yep. Julian's, how far is Julian? About
These are 10-foot squares in
10
here.
squares. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I think he's still within range. I'm gonna do 2 healing words at 2nd level.
Mm-hmm. On Julian.
1 on Julian and 1 on Malak.
Alright, let me know what you do.
Copy.
How do you do take fall damage?
9 points on Julian.
Sweet.
Alright. And for Malik?
Another 9 points.
Okay. Got them both.
Yeah.
And that's turn?
That's turn.
Alright, Queen Evra is pissed off. This creature over here... Yeah, so it goes over to the shadows here. And then... The Queen... I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do.
She can try and talk her way out of it.
You guys always like give me no chance. It's like not fair, man.
That scroll really helped. The lightning bolt scroll.
Yeah, that fucked everything up for me. I thought about making them a little bit more powerful. I mean, this monstrosity was weak for some reason. You guys tore it apart. I gave it close to 200 hit points. Just under, like maybe like 170 or something, and you just went through it super fast.
Well, that's because we threw a lot of our high-powered crap at it. I mean, I threw
Right away,
like
too.
2 meteors, a fireball. Florence did shatter, and then that lightning bolt.
And I put my branding smite on right away too, which really upped my damage.
Yeah. Like Malik or Julian alone put out 40 to 50 points of damage on an average round.
I guess I could just Sacred Flame the hell out of you guys. Okay, so what she does is she dashes over to here. And you hear Julian calling out. She says, "Stand back, or this one dies." You see a woman in a cage here. And then that's her action.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Malik's turn's next, but
Alright.
do you take a free action to say anything, Julian? Because you hear.
And so what? The weak die, so the strong survive. And you, my queen, do not look strong.
Ooh.
Alright, so I'm gonna break away from combat.
Breaking away.
Yeah, leaving myself open to opportunity attack.
Alright, let me roll that, because he definitely takes one.
15,
It's a miss.
5. Puts me at 30 right there. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Alright. I'm gonna end my turn where I'm at right now.
Alright. Calantha, she's gonna take no further run action. She's gonna attack this thing. Right in front of her. The sword first. It's gonna hit. And I'm rolling a 1d6 because it's like a scimitar type weapon. So it is going to do 9 total damage to the assassin. That. And then she uses a firebolt spell against it. That hits. It's 2d10. Only 5 more. But she's burning them up. So. Okay, and that's the end of her turn. Rex's turn. What would Rex do here? He's not obeying commands today, I guess.
Oh, well, nobody's attempted to control him yet, so Rex is gonna run up next.
We'll assume he's still being animal handled via Florence. She's the leasher.
Yeah.
Unless Florence has any commands to shut out, Rex is gonna run up next to Julian and stop right there, kind of growling and barking at the Queen Evra.
Julian's turn.
Almost like an intimidator.
Okay.
Right. But
So,
not.
if I should slap her, does my damage bonus still apply?
Guess? Yeah, it'd be like improvised damage.
Yeah, because I have a plus 12. She's not looking tough too, right?
No, she's not tough. Kind of injured. I think. Yeah, she's
So,
semi-injured.
I tell her, so what? The weak die and the strong survive, and you, my queen, do not look strong. And while I'm saying that, I'm walking over to her, and she's like, probably hesitating for just a second, and then smack comes the fist. Or I probably bash her with the shield, just not in an effort to kill her, but to subdue her for now.
Okay. Are you trying to do what?
Are you trying to do a knockdown action?
Yeah, should I just do an attack and like,
Well,
if I bring her to 0, my attempt is not to kill her but to knock her out. That's how it works, right?
well, a knockdown
Yeah,
action is a.
She's not that low in hit points, so like, whatever you're gonna do, you can try to like perform one of the other actions if you want, like trip or grapple or, you know, what are the alternative attack actions like?
I think Julian is now all about, okay, yeah, I've won this fight. All I have to do is show my superiority now, which might be a mistake, but she drops her weapons, and as the queen looks on bewilderment, knees her in the stomach, and then as she comes down, punches her right for the side of the head. If she hits, that is.
Alright, make an attack roll then.
Yeah.
You're trying to knock her down?
Yeah, like, so what I'm doing basically is I'm doing that knock unconscious attack thing, where like if you bring
You're talking about
down to
non-lethal damage.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
I'm just saying she's not at that low in health. It's unlikely, you know. She's not like close to falling unconscious. She got healed a bunch. You remember?
Oh yeah, right. That's
If you look at the, I mean, you got to look at the combat tracker.
yeah.
That's why I was a little confused, like what you were really trying to do. I was like, wait a minute, like how do you expect that to work? Like,
Yeah, but like I'm also doing that to show her, okay, I'm not out to kill you anymore. If you say okay, stop, I might. I'm not swording you now. I'm just punching you for the fun of it. So
you
first,
could just try to intimidate her down, you know.
yeah. Would that be an action?
We'll say it's
Oh.
your bonus action.
Yeah, I'm not much of a convincer. I let my fist do the work usually. Or do I get advantage for my imposing appearance?
No, that would just be normal.
Yeah, I'm punching her. So our first to hit is 24. Second to hit is 25. What's the damage for improvised weapons?
It's 1d4.
Okay. So, let's see. That's one less. First, the knee hits her for 17 points.
17 points of damage with a knee?
Yeah, I get plus 11 just through my bonuses.
Plus 11?
She's my favorite enemy.
Well,
Yeah, I up to plus 4 for favorite enemy last level.
Yeah. And...
She's hunter marked.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah,
How much-
right. I didn't even roll the hunter's mark.
God. With a knee attack? How's that gonna...
Okay, that
Why do you
bumps it
call
up
it a
to
kick?
22.
Because else it'll be easier for me to accept if you said you kick her.
Yeah, I just do the what's it called,
Yeah,
Muay
base
Thai
damage
thing,
is only
where I
one
bring my knee up
d4.
to her solar plexus and just knock the wind out of her.
Okay.
So 22 for the first hit. And yeah, that
Alright.
was my Colossus Slayer in there.
Oh my god.
oh my word.
Alright, go ahead with the second one. You're
Okay,
trying to beat her
and
to
then-
be unconscious, basically.
Yeah, and then the punch to the face. This is 19 points.
Yeah, you knock her unconscious.
Yeah, and I probably keep swinging for one more, and then just nod in joy over winning that fight.
Your Fist of Fury.
See, my
killed her.
queen, I told you you wouldn't like it.
Okay.
I was just.
She
Gonna go
looks
knock
up
her
at you.
prone.
She's like not unconscious though, so she's like just lying there, breathless, and looks up. You have won! Spare me! What? Don't kill me. Loth will grant you mercy. I mean, Shar.
I'm not.
Shar
looking
will
for
grant you her
mercy,
boons
my
if you
God.
allow me to live.
You really think she wants you weakling back? I'm not looking for the mercy of dark gods. What can you offer me?
Anything. Anything you want. My realm is yours. All the magic you want, my dear, will be yours. Anything. Treasure, gold, slaves, you name it, I will give to you. I have plenty. More than what you see here.
Alright, I'll take it.
Really?
For now, you're my prisoner. Yeah! My ideal is,
We're still in combat.
the strong are meant
Well,
to rule.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
say
just-
that, you know, that the Drow Assassin is sort of like looking on at this.
Oh,
He's got 14 something health left. So,
that's good.
that we'll just say that exchange took place rather quickly, or during
Yeah.
the next round. But like, so just move on. It's Arcanius' turn. If he wants to kill this other thing.
Yeah, you wanted this bonus hit points. So
Yeah.
Arcanius goes, yeah, you see, your mistress has given up. And as the drow turns around, he just blasts his face.
How dare you insult my queen such as this?
Oh, that was poorly rolled. We've got a 17 to hit and a 12 to hit.
17 hits.
Sweet. Okay, not bad. That's 24 points.
He's dead. So that whole exchange took place simultaneous with that, basically. And then you were discussing with the queen whatever the hell it was we were just talking about. So She's promising you riches beyond your wildest dreams if you allow her to live. And you said you would take it, correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna be queen of the drow. No, we'll have to work out the details. But for now, this is this.
So what is your ideal exactly?
Wait. Only the strong are meant to rule. It's evil, but I rolled it up and it fit quite well to the whole wolf pack dynamic.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, she's beaten the alpha wolf. She's the new alpha wolf. That's how things work, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or alpha spider.
This alpha spider, yeah. So you are allowing her to live, right? Let's get down to the nitty gritty.
At least for now.
Alright, let's start with information. Who's this? And I point to the cage.
She's a slave. She's a servant. Betrayed us. That's who she is.
Hey Mike, just to note a point, when Julian allows her to live and starts questioning her,
Uh-huh.
Fabrith goes on guard against the elven priestess, so that if she decides to come up and try anything, he can react immediately.
Dad, I know this is a cool trick.
She comes up with her
Dad,
flaunting
watch
this.
Watch this. I need to get me on this thing.
And she's observing the scene.
When I
And her magic sword comes with her.
Malik promptly positions himself between the drow and her for now.
Okay, so Kylanthia screams at you, Helene. What are you doing? We must kill her. Her magic is foul and it befoul my realm. What are you waiting for?
Don't worry, she's no danger.
She's pure evil. Look what she brought into my realm. This creature's so foul. How dare you let her live? She's mad at you, Helene.
Yes.
She's not taking any actions, though. She's just cussing at you.
And how does that
shit.
make you any better than her, that you would kill a defenseless enemy?
She ignores you. Defenseless.
She's on her knees and beaten senseless.
What does it matter? She's dark and evil. She should die. This one agrees with me, I know. And she looks at Malik.
Malik kind of looks down at her and says to her, she will pay for her crimes in time.
Yeah, but don't you have the ideal where no matter what, you have to destroy evil?
Well, it is, let's see.
You can't bear that fact, right? That's what I was playing on. She senses that instinct.
No
in
mercy
you.
for the wicked.
Yeah, and this is mercy.
Take out my enemy by any means necessary. But it doesn't say, my hatred for my enemies is blind and unreasoning, but we're not in combat right now, and I kind of, my character recognizes Julian as the leader, but he plans on killing her after Julian does what she needs, just like the goblin.
If Mike wants to compel
you should say something back to her, like in regards, like, you know.
Well, that's what I meant by she'll pay for her crimes in time. I'm gonna kill her after we figure out.
In time, that's like saying like later on in life. Like that's still a form of mercy. Like it's not being as succinct.
You're cutting out, Mike.
Interrogating this bitch, she's gone. You know.
That would.
Like it doesn't imply that, you know.
If Mike wants to compel you, Jake, I can see quite the cool scene here too. Which is, you just go, yes, she must die, and just stab her to death, and Julian sitting right, like, on top of her and was just beating her senseless, and then just goes, "What the fuck, Malak? She was going to make me queen." Queen Malak. So either way, I think we can have fun with this.
But my ideal is also the greater good, and if I believe that I can get information on what is happening right now from her, I have...
You're a contradiction in terms there, buddy.
Yeah, that's one of his ideals, the greater good. That's right out of Paladin.
Okay.
Well, the other thing too, if he says we're just going to kill her as soon as she's done talking, why would she talk?
Yeah.
I know.
But
I meant something a little more subtle, but...
And fight the greater evil is faced with enemies. I pick the one that's the worst. That's why I went right for that fiendish thing, or that monstrosity. But
well, I think Calanthea made her point. She wants this thing dead. This creature, this drow creature.
Well,
She kind of, the last thing she says, and not to anyone but the drow, is that, not Faerith either, to the queen, is, "You're not going to live long after this, you know. I will make sure of it." She kind of gives her this evil look. Not evil, but just like a passionate
malevolent.
expression. So back to your question, Julian, about who's in the cage. You asked.
Yeah.
The woman in the cage is sort of like unconscious, though.
Ah, okay, yeah, I was just about to turn to her and ask her a quick question, but in that case, so I'm still doing it. I turn to the unconscious woman, and I'm like in mockery of the queen, asking her, "Oh, a slave and a traitor. Now, how horrible could your deeds have been? What have you done, little one?" And
To
I'm
the one
looking
in
at
the
the queen
cage.
to explain it. But I'm just humiliating her now.
So what are you asking her?
To tell me like why she was disgraced. So
Be more specific, like why she was disgraced? I'm not sure what you mean.
what did you do that was so horrible that your gracious queen would put you in a cage?
Oh, she's not awake. You can't question her. I thought you were addressing the queen.
He's looking
Yeah.
right at the queen while talking over the queen, kind of like an insult.
Queen,
He's
the queen just ignores you.
But he's expecting
Okay.
the queen to answer.
Yeah, well, she
Exactly.
ignores him.
And Faerith jumps in and says, "And better yet, what the hell is that?" And he points at the monstrosity and he says,
Yeah.
"I've read about Rider, and they are not that big."
You start spitting words, your majesty, or I start slitting throats. Quick now.
She's a servant of her master that we are in league with by the name of Cambio. She was sent here to negotiate terms, but her true intentions were revealed to us in short order. Her goals were to betray her master and destroy everything here if she could.
Oh.
Traitor to the cause, I suppose. So we kept her here as a plaything. Had our way with her a few times, and there you have it.
And the
really are
monstrosity behind us.
Ugh. A monstrosity, you say? My pet. My beloved pet. She just kind of trails off.
Is she on the ground, or how's she positioned?
Kind of lying on her side, kind of.
Yeah, I think actually I like put her on her back and I'm sitting on top of her so she can't do anything foolish.
Oh, I was gonna say, if she's on the ground, Malik comes up behind her, puts his boot right between her spine, pushes her down, and draws his greatsword and lays it across her shoulder. And says, better start answering our questions, and quickly.
She just did.
Well,
No, I specifically asked what it was, not who it was. How the hell did you make that thing? Where did it come from?
Pure magic, my dear. Need you not worry. It's dead now.
Are there any more where that came from?
No. It was a one-of-a-kind creation. Shah granted me the will, and I made it.
So, you were speaking of Cambio before. We've heard that name. And I would not dare think that a ruler as wise as yourself wouldn't have made plans against someone so powerful, so dangerous.
You would be wise to think so, yes.
What do you know about him? Where is his weakness? How can one get to him?
He's high up in the mountains from what I understand at this point. Once we gained enough power, we were to take advantage of the situation and move against them if the need arose. But Cambio's just a pawn. He's a fool. There's a greater power at work here, which we have yet to discover.
I'd like to ask something of the party because of the weeks that I missed. From the notes that I have, we'd found some journals with somebody with the initial S, who looked like, from the notes, that they were intending to take over Cambio's spot. Did we ever find out who that was?
Yeah, they did. I think you were there the night that Julian died, right?
No, I wasn't there for that.
Did you guys all fill him in on what happened with Julian? And
I got some of that information. Jay told me some of that stuff, but I don't have any notes from that time period because I wasn't here, so I was just trying to...
Yeah.
So they learned the name of someone named Savar Vortex Rim. It was a druid of an order in this region called the Druids of Rim, which was a circle of druids. And he basically became all-powerful in the distant past, right? And his followers all became followers of dark magics and learned to summon demons and all sorts of things. But this guy, Cambio, they learned is one of his followers in modern times. So something is happening with this group of people here in Trumont Castle. There's a bunch of indications pointing towards the fact that they're toying with demonic magic, and Savar Vortex is their patron of sorts. But Savar Vortex Rim has been dead for several hundred years. But the Drow are wise to that too. They know of his power. And this group of Drow are also followers of his teachings. He surpassed all forms of summoning magic, and they learn through their goddess. This is probably what she would tell you. They've learned through their goddess that the power that this man wielded was so great, and that they should try to acquire it at any means necessary. Whether it be making allies with other groups that are followers of this person, that's basically where they're starting with this whole business.
Oh wow. I've got an idea, group. Jump in character if you think they would not
turn yourself
tolerate
that
it.
way. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys.
I think we might have a chance to turn the queen here, if we play it right. And I'm just gonna try. If you guys want to go for something like that.
Ooh, fascinating.
Hey, if it pisses off the elf, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
So what's going on? It's really quiet.
Mike just needed to take care of something.
Okay.
I think we got a nice in here if we really want to go overboard here. To maybe turn the draw. If we play our cards right. If they are so keen on the blood of Rin, we've got something for them, and we know a bit more about this than they do.
Well, I've got some questions for her, and then when I feel that we've got all we're gonna get out of her, I'm gonna take my blade that I've got sitting next to her head, and I'm just gonna run it through her back.
Yeah.
Because I can't let what they've been doing down here go unpunished, and that's basically my plan for the other one. That better not have got away, otherwise I'm gonna take out my frustrations on the elf.
The other one's dead.
What, the one in that room back there? No, it's not. I tied it up and tied it.
I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got that confused with the
Turn-
assassin that was here.
Well,
So, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm sitting on top of the queen, and I hear her rambling about this other person. And I just give her a steely-eyed look, right into the depth of her eyes. So you are wondering about the player behind the game.
I suppose.
The name is Savar Vortex.
Then my scouts were correct. My priestesses foretold his coming, and we will be part of that power no matter what. You could share in it with us. Join us.
Sharing
Julian.
it.
Yes. Julian.
Well, you know my name.
Allow me to
you
teach
return
you.
the favor.
What favor?
What is your name, Your Majesty?
I'm Queen Evera,
Well,
fortune
Evera.
of Shah.
you think that the blood of Rin will give you power? You think you can ride this wave? You know what, Your Majesty? This wave came to your doorstep tonight. This wave is sitting right here. Savar Vortex is not the only one who will grow truly powerful. Who will truly deserve to lead this pack. This one, who beat you to the ground like you were a child, is of the blood of Rin. And Savar Vortex is nothing more than an unloved uncle and a future murder victim for me. So who will you follow? The stars of old that have long fallen? Or those that rise in the night and dance with Our Lady of Silver in the sky of the future?
She just laughs at that suggestion and says, "My dear, you have no idea. Power."
Yeah, I break her nose. And I grin at her, like just to get that laughter choked in blood. You lecture me about power, Evra, formerly Queen of the Drow.
You will suffer dearly by my hand, I swear it. She's licking her blood dripping out of her nose and stuff.
Malik edges his sword a little bit closer to her throat and says to her, "I have some questions for you."
Oh, sure, go ahead.
Oh my god, Dad, look at that.
Where did you learn to manipulate souls in such a way?
You wouldn't understand, fool.
And I bring my sword close enough just to nick her skin. Yes. Try me.
It is a gift given to me by my Lady Shah.
And how many others did she give this gift?
All priestesses in her favor, I suppose. But only some know the true secrets, as we have learned.
And are there other dens of you creatures nearby?
Faerith makes a noise at that.
None that I am aware. Me and my kind came up long ago, hiding in plain sight. You are all fools. We've been planning this for years. But no. If there were more, I would know about it, for I am the queen of this tribe.
I look Julian right in the eyes, is a questioning look, waiting for the permission to just lop off her head.
Well, could we maybe have her open the chest first?
She'd be very remiss to do that, and if you try to force her to do it, I'm going to drag it out for an hour. Force you to kill her.
Did Florence try to pick at that lock?
No, none of us have
No
been over
one's
there
gone
yet.
over to it at all.
That's what Florence will probably doing.
Well, Julian,
I look at the queen in earnest. Evra, I've made you an offer. Submit and live.
I've already
No
done
other
so.
choice. Well, then why are you still telling us that your dark plans will succeed? You have no plans and no wishes anymore. Then follow the pack. That, or we have no deal.
So, out of character, what do you want from her exactly? So, like, this in-character conversation's going
Yeah.
in circles. So, like, what is your goal? I'm just curious.
Hulin has an offer for Calantha to make, and the queen will probably not take it, but nonetheless, she feels she needs to convince the queen to abdicate Char.
Advocate, like, you know, no longer worship Shar?
Yeah. And that's her way out. That might be the way to end this dark magic, and even better than killing her. Bringing her to the light of Saloon. But
I think that's a fat chance. You can't really
Yeah.
teach a rabbit dog.
yeah. And right now, Hulin, it dawns on Hulin that this is not the world of wolves, and she kicked this woman to the floor, and she can punch her all she wants. She cannot change how power hungry she is.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and like that's why she has been saying, "Yeah, you're not a queen anymore," over and over. But probably the queen can see this too, that she's not dealing with sane people here.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it's always funny when you guys try to reason with these evil characters. That's why I'm always like, okay, you know, it's like, do you honestly expect them to, like, become good people? No, don't work that way.
No,
Yeah,
that's
like-
why we shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah, that's why we're such a murder hobos.
Exactly. Yeah, Hulin is not only like on the fanatic missionary spree here. and that's where her ideal comes in. She's like, okay, this woman submitted to me. If she really wants to fight on my side,
I
I'll
don't
let
know what the
her.
heck I'm doing.
That's the actual offer she's making.
Can't change from here. Why does it say you can't?
Malik, seeing this conversation go in circles and circles and circles, is getting really edgy with his sword. He really just wants to finish this off because he knows that there's no more of these drows in the immediate area and that this girl knows how to get to the next target.
Okay. Yeah, so let's at least give the queen a cool end. Hulin just leans back and nods. This is not gonna work, is it, my queen?
What does that look like?
Only if you let me go.
Go where?
Set me free. I will be no harm to you. I swear it.
And at hearing that, Malik's just like, fine, you are free, and brings his sword down in a two-handed swing from over his head, severing her head from her body.
Well, you know, that's one way.
Nice.
Get him in the back. That should be.
This was never going to work, Ephra. And Hulin gets up from the corpse.
She wanted to be free.
Yeah.
You
Well,
cut her head.
I severed her head from her neck. Yes. Do you want me to roll an attack roll for that? But
No,
she's
no, it's
prone
fine.
and-
While all that was going on, Florence went over to the chest. I did some rolls and I put it up on the chat.
For lockpicking and such like?
A perception check for traps.
Okay.
15
Hang on.
perception
Yeah, you don't sense any traps there, dude.
and 24 lockpicking.
She does her usual
It pops open.
step.
You get it open, no problem. Okay, you want to see what's in here now? Is that what we're doing? Go ahead, there's the first thing that pops out.
And Malik just kind of pushes his way past the Calanthra and heads over here.
Kylanthia spits on the Drow Queen. Good riddance, you evil thing. What have we found over here, my friends? David, you're supposed to read it.
Whoops, yeah, right. There we go, wrong one. Yeah, Florence has this little letter and she starts reading it aloud. Viz Anina.
It says Vivania.
Vivania, thank you. Meet my men at the mountain pass north of Holtnau. Delivery of the
Soul crystals?
of the soul crystals must take place away from the forces of Neverwinter. Be warned. My scouts have reported back there is a band of adventurers snooping around the swamp. I have received word that Grum's forces has been dispatched. If word of our operation reaches the forces of Neverwinter, consider our arrangement ended. The Master would prefer I kill you personally if you fail, but leaving you to your fate should be sufficient.
Okay. So that's
In
just a
other
little bit of
words-
information.
In other words, they know that we're on their trail.
Yes, at this point in time. Which you kind of already learned. Okay. So a bunch of gold. 2 times 70 plus 60.
That's 200. I'll add it to party loot unless anybody has an issue with that.
You find this sword here. It's like a two-handed weapon with these dark runes on it and a dark, like, energy field surrounding the blade. And then there's this gleaming suit of mithril chainmail. Well, you would assume it's mithril. It's elven mail. But both would need to be sort of identified here, right? So do we wish to determine that now?
Florence will use her identify ritual on the mail, chainmail.
Okay, give me one moment here. DM's guide. I want to make sure I get this right this time because you guys are kicking my ass on specific details lately. Usually I just make this shit up. So, let's see here. Creating adventures, creating armor. I want that section. But I never seem to find the section with all the gear. I hate the DM's guide because the part with the armor is the only thing I use, but it's not indexed properly on here.
Yeah, it's so badly organized.
What section is it under? Master of Adventures or Master of Rules? Characters. Treasures. That's what it is. Types of treasure. Magic items. Okay. So I found Elven Chain. Does anyone know the stats of Elven Chain? I think I know them from memory, but I'm probably wrong, so let me just go through the whole thing real quick. Probably only take me another minute here. So, Elven Chainmail, you gain a +1 bonus to AC while you wear this armor. You are considered proficient with this armor even if you lack proficiency with medium armor. It's a chain shirt.
Ooh.
What is your armor, Holian?
I'm wearing studded leather, and that's pretty much the best choice for me. Florence might find this interesting.
Oh
She's
yeah.
already got a suit of
maybe-
scale mail.
Yeah,
This
there's no
why would studded leather be the best choice? Because it's
because of
Elven Chain.
the dex modifier basically.
It suffers no penalties to Dex in my world.
Oh,
Because the
Yeah,
old
well-
one never did.
that would
So-
definitely bump her up then.
Take chain shirt, take away the negatives, and add a +1, and that's what you have with Elven Chain.
So +1 chain, no dex.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I
Does
mean,
that
it's not chain mail. It's not chain mail. It's chain shirt.
Yeah.
So, but you got to base it off of that. So, like, if you go to equipment,
So is the
Yeah,
max
I'm looking
dex
at
still
now.
there,
the
or is the
lowest
max
version,
dex
like,
gone?
right?
so its max Dex modifier gives you a +2. So, it would actually probably still have some type of how much Dex do you get from your armor?
The
From,
4.5.
We'll say because it's an Elven Chain shirt, the Dex modifier can be just as high as like studded leather,
So
and
there's
it's a
no
+1.
max.
Right, there's no Dex max of +2.
Yeah, that's definitely an upgrade.
Well, Florence's dex is 0 anyway.
Yeah, but you have that scale, that magical scale
Yeah.
now.
Uh huh.
You got that a while back now.
Yes, your AC is 15. With the chain shirt, it'll be 13 plus 1.
It would be one less for you. It would be
one less, yes.
So it's better on someone like Julian, like someone
Right,
who wants
exactly.
to stealth. That's what they were made for.
Cool.
They're made for elves to be able to still have chain armor and stealth. That's what they're for. So
Like,
it's
this is basically
chain-
Frodo's deal, right?
It's exactly what that is. Yeah. It's a light
Sweet.
chain armor. It's so fine that you can wear it under your clothes with very little restriction. It's not a full suit, but it's a chain shirt, so mithril. Basically a mithril shirt. Yeah, which is what Elven Chain is. So, would you wear that, Julian, or?
Does that have to be appropriated? Or what's the word?
Attuned? I don't think so.
Yeah, attuned.
Because it's just plus
There's
1.
there's no attunement required in here.
Sweet. Yeah, if that's okay, I'll definitely take it.
They actually have separate in the DM's guide. There's a separate thing for mithril armor, and it says it's light, flexible, fits under clothing, and if the armor normally imposes disadvantage on dexterity or stealth checks, or has strength check requirement, the mithril version does not.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm going for here.
Yeah.
That's the way I've always looked at it. And
Like
then there's
the-
greater suits of Elven Chain too, but there used to be anyway. So. I don't even see mithril armor in here. Oh, there it is, yeah. Mithril is light,
Because-
flexible metal.
If it works exactly like that, it actually bumps my AC down, I think.
How? Because studded leather is only 13.
Yeah, plus all my full decks, and that would not be applicable with.
You're not listening to me then, because
Yeah.
the chainmail is base 13, and it's +1 because it's enchanted. So it's in reality it's a 14 from just the armor. So that's right away. That's just 2 armor up from 12, right? Because you're not suffering any dex penalties with this.
Yeah, if it doesn't exactly work like Elven Chain or Mithril.
No, I just said it
But-
did.
yeah.
It works like that. It works like it does. Like just what I said. Just ignore what's in the DM's guide.
Okay, yeah.
Just
Cool.
listen to me. So it's going to not impede you at all. That's just an impediment when you're looking at the other thing.
Yeah, like the way I understood that was the disadvantage on stealth checks and shit like that.
No.
Well, yeah.
No. It's not.
Yeah, I
it's
think,
not
yeah.
like a normal chain shirt because it's not going to make noise and all that other stuff. So, in fact, just regular chain shirts don't have disadvantage for stealth either. That's one of the advantages of wearing a chain shirt. Because it's all, it can be worn underneath your clothes and everything, all like that kind of thing. So, does everybody get that? Does everybody understand what we're going for here?
Yeah, so there's no max dex modifier, no disadvantages. And it's
Yeah,
plus
no
1 chain
disadvantage.
shirt.
In the
It's-
end, it's a studded leather +2. Right.
So,
Sort of, but it's chain
yeah.
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 because it's metal armor.
It's basically 2 better than your studded leather in AC.
Yeah. Well, that is sweet.
Don't just say you're wearing studded. You got to change your sheet and say I'm wearing Elven chainmail. You
I
you
got
can't just leave it
Elven
as
Chain shirt, yeah.
yeah. It's an Elven chain shirt +1 now.
Yeah. That'll definitely do something.
Okay, so let's move on. Do you guys want to identify this sword? Yeah.
Sure.
Let someone else do that.
David, you're retiring from identify.
Oh no, I'll do it again.
Alright, it's going to take 10 minutes, real
Yeah.
time.
Right.
We're going to wait here 10 minutes.
What?
What's happening? David, what's happening during your identification ritual? Please describe.
I don't know how I did that type here.
Well, she's basically put her little briefcase, traveling luggage next to it, and she kind of like pulls out a whole bunch of other books and other schematics, and just plain pours over it like in usual bookish fashion. Tries to see if she can get enough. See if she gets enough anything that she remembers, from someone else, and basically does as much research as she could.
It's not a lore check. You don't do that on an identify ritual.
Oh,
You're not
casting a
trying to
spell.
do. Yeah,
That's
you're
a
casting
spell.
a spell, bro.
Head
I'm
desk.
Just describe what the magic looks like. That's it. Never mind. We'll just move
basically, it's basic. Well, I'm gonna say that it's kind of like starts have this little like golden glow that's kind of like surrounding the
on. There you go. That's what
surrounding
you gotta say.
the black's aura that's around it. It kind of like hovers up a little bit, and she kind of like feels like little flashes of insight in her head.
Right. And do you sense the aura of energy around it? You there?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. You notice I keep getting my buttons mixed up.
Okay.
She can sense a very dark energy and almost in her fingertips, almost frostbitten. At the end of the ritual, she just says, "Let's give this to Archneus."
Alright, so this is a two-handed sword, basically. That's pretty obvious. It's a great sword, and it does 2d6 damage normally. Like the normal dice rolls, 2d6, just like any other great sword. The difference is, what Florence figures out is there's like this dark energy around it. On a critical hit, this sword will apply an additional 1d8 necrotic damage unless the creature is immune to necrotic energy. However, it does require attunement. It is called the Heart of Darkness. You learn the name of this weapon, David.
Ooh, definitely give it to Archneus.
Now, this necrotic energy, if it does affect the creature, you also steal its life force. And you receive whatever damage you roll from the necrotic part back to yourself in health.
Yeah, I knew that the Tiefling would love something like this.
Unfortunately, he probably doesn't know how to wield martial weapons.
Yeah, longsword might be a problem.
It's a great sword.
but-
It's a great sword, not a long
Yeah.
sword.
Speaking of consuming people's souls, though, he gets the Dark One's blessing from that Drow assassin, right?
I guess so.
Yeah,
Did he kill it? Did he kill it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he blasted him to hell. He's probably standing back there and basking in his new one power. But yeah, I think sword is not within his weapon proficiency.
No, he could never wield that thing. I don't know. Do they get martial? I don't think they do. Besides, he never would use it.
Yeah, he didn't put down much notes, but I think he has simple weapons only.
And it's not +1 or anything. It's just the on a crit hit does D8 damage, right?
It's +1 too, so let's just make it a +1 magical, as well as everything else I said.
Yeah, everybody needs some training and a level in the fighter class.
So, Mike, I sent you a message in Steam. Did you catch that while this was all going on, or no?
No. What was the question?
Well, there's more details to it, but basically, while they're dealing with the chest and all that other stuff, and everybody's distracted by the armor and whatnot, Faerith wanted to search the queen's body and take anything of value, and then the other notes I put in there.
You can take her chainmail bikini. That's basically what she had on. No, she didn't have much on her at all. I mean, not really. She had a pendant, which was probably her holy symbol of Shar. But it's just, it's like basically her casting implement. Which is covered in blood, because her head rolled off her shoulders, remember?
Not worried about that.
Alright, so Malik grabs her head by her hair and is holding on to that for right now. He's gonna take that with him when he goes and talks to the other elf, Drow.
Drow?
Yeah.
What Drow?
The one that we got tied up in her room.
Oh, yeah. Vivania.
Vivania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's going to be doing something naughty with that head.
Great.
So I'm not all too interested in that sword.
Let's pick up with this next week, though, because we're at stop here.
Yeah, let's not forget about the human in the cave either.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll start with that probably next week.
Yeah, sorry about what happened tonight, My mom called. She wanted me to go somewhere with her. She couldn't wait till